This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Sattva Luxury Mattress, the only online mattress company that provides free delivery, setup, and mattress removal.
Welcome to Your Mom's House with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pajitsky.
welcome to Your Mom's House.
I want those T-I-T-T-I-T-T-I-T.
Titties.
Chili's baby
Yucky
back tits.
tits.
Barbecue sauce.
Do you like Chili's?
It's been a few years, you know.
I've eaten there on the road. I don't
Yeah.
care for any of their entrees. I've tried many of them.
I mean, I will say that I don't like the decor, the menu, or the people that work or dine there. So...
Yes. And they messed. I ordered a Waldorf salad one time. It was terrible. It was too sugary. I mean, how do you mess up a salad?
I mean, I remember when I was a piece of shit and I would go there.
Yeah. Wait, but they have the baby back ribs. Didn't they have the?
No,
I
yeah,
want
yeah.
my cunty back,
Yeah.
baby barf.
Those weren't bad.
Those weren't bad.
Those weren't bad if you've never had ribs before.
They were no Tony Romas. I
No.
think Tony Romas is the standard for me. Yeah, you like them too?
Yeah, I was taken there as a kid. Tony Romas was the shit.
Me too. I love the sweet sauce.
But then you have
That's
some
good.
real
the tower
fucking
of onions.
Some real ribs though.
Yeah, the real ribs are different. Yeah.
Wait,
Shit.
Tony Romas isn't real ribs?
No, they are. They're
Wait.
real ribs.
No way.
But I'm saying you
They're
go to
frozen.
like that place where I fucking had in Kansas City that Lundy took me. Probably.
Yeah, the dick tips.
He from Q39 I think it's called. Fuck your mom.
Yeah, is that the one where the workers berate you?
No,
The
no,
inflating stuff?
no. That was
Those are like good. And Texas has the real barbecue. They have got the dry rubs.
Can't fucking remember the name. The original Arthur Bryant's. They're like,
Arthur
come back here and wrap it up yourself.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah, they think it's fun to sass you.
She was like, wrap it up here. The lady at the original Arthur Bryant's in Kansas City when I went there a few years ago, and I was like, can I get this to go? She was like, yeah. There's the paper and the tape, like to wrap it up. And I was like, it's in the kitchen. And she's like, yeah. Like, come wrap it up. So I was like, I'm supposed to go into the kitchen? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, okay.
It's rude as shit. And that's their hook, is to be crappy to you.
No,
I
that's
don't
not
like-
their hook.
Oh, that was just the thing?
She's just an asshole.
She's just an a-hole. Yeah. You know what I don't like are the rib places that they only give you a piece of bread as your side.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, who wants to just eat ribs and bread?
Well,
That's
they're
disgusting.
just like, you got to sop up all that grease.
Yeah, but you want side dishes.
Can you move it away, please? Please.
What?
The heat, please.
I'm cold.
It's 92 degrees today in Los Angeles.
Outside.
And Christina has a fucking heater
a space
on.
heater on because
Please
in
move
here
it away.
you maniacs keep it a 68 degrees. I'm freezing. My
Dude,
bones.
I'm not
are
going to be able
cold.
to do this. I'm serious. It's so hot over here.
You're such a diva.
Come on, man.
Stop being a diva. Take
Turn
your
the
shirt
heat off.
Take your shirt off.
I'm in a t-shirt. Turn the heat off. It's summertime. Turn the heat off.
What you gonna do for me?
Come on, man. Let's try to
What
have
you gonna
fun.
do for me, Tom?
I don't know. You're ruining everyone's
Head
day.
scratchies?
Sure. Yes.
Tonight?
Sure. Whatever you want. man.
Spoonings?
Yes. Yes. Please.
You realize
Please.
the ultimate sacrifice I'm making for you.
To turn the heat off?
Because I'm cold in here. It's freezing. I feel sick all the time when I'm in here. Well, here it goes, ruining my day to make your day brighter.
You guys got to break that.
Do you see the
Throw it out.
sacrifices I make for you?
It's summertime.
Can
This
I
is
talk
nonsense.
about my side dish? Here's the deal, man. When I eat ribs, I like to have corn on the cob. I also like a baked potato loaded with everything and onion rings from Tony Roma's. Those are the jams, right? Now, do you get the loaf before the meal?
Hell yeah.
Hell
dude.
yeah.
And during. And,
Yeah.
that's the thing you re-up on
Yeah.
during the meal because it always goes out.
Right?
That butter's good.
The butter, bro.
Wow.
Well, what do you like? Do you like coleslaw?
I'll eat coleslaw.
I
yeah.
hate coleslaw.
I like coleslaw, but there's a lot of different like varieties of coleslaws. You know,
Like KFC's is dog shit.
there's real like liquidy ones.
I
where it's,
hate
like
the
watery.
ugh.
You know,
Do you like that?
Then there's ones that are like too, I don't know what it is, mayonnaise-y, like they're too
Yeah.
heavy. There's like a fine line of making that
Yeah.
the right way.
I don't really like potato salads either.
Oh, I like potato
Seldom.
salad.
Seldom.
You don't like potato salad?
It's garbage, man.
Yeah. It's too sweet or weird.
It's like so many carbs. Carbs don't belong in a salad like that, dude. Like chicken salad, that's bullshit too.
We're counting carbs. We're eating ribs and shit. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, but it's just a weird combination, like peas and carrots and
no peas. I don't like peas. But I also think that people who like peas should be sent away.
I love peas. And I actually like peas in a potato salad. That's the only time I like potato salad.
All right. I got to meet some new people this week, but there's so much to get into.
Oh, so much to get into.
Let's get started. You know what I mean?
I'm so excited to be doing the show. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here with you guys.
Me too. Let's get into it. You ready?
Yeah.
Here goes.
You shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, all right. Sir, you're gonna come up with us.
No. Oh, you gonna come up?
Yeah, man, I'm getting up, man. Get up. You're assaulting me, man.
Oh, I'm assaulting you?
Yeah,
I don't know you for fucking years. I'm assaulting you?
Damn, homie.
Whoa. This is beep time. Who is Randy? Don't bring anyone's mother into this. Your mama in the fucking stands.
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura and
Christina Pajitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
All right.
Wow. I loved that one. That's my favorite one by far.
Yeah.
That was great.
Josh made that one.
That was so
when
good.
he left the files at the office. It's really good.
I'm really amazed at his ability.
Yeah.
I mean, that was really, I would never be able to do that.
I've seen him dance. I've seen him sing. I've seen him shower. I've seen him do a lot of things. Yeah. He's good
You've
at
seen
all.
him shower?
Well, I got a taste of the post-shower flavors, and I can see why.
How? Were you guys
I can
rooming
see
together?
why he's doing well in the lady department.
Really?
Yeah. Although I do think we need to get to that body waxing pretty soon.
Wait, hold on. Did you see him on the tour bus?
Yeah. No. Well, we were in one of the venues, and they have dressing rooms for everybody. And I went on a run. I'm a very dedicated athlete, and I went on a run. And then when I came back, they were going to give us a tour of there's an arena next door. And they're like, we can give you, the same people own the building. So they're like, we can give you a tour. I was like, oh, let me see if he wants to go. So I knocked on this dressing room. I didn't hear anything. I opened, and he, like a god, he opened his bathroom door, and I saw like the steam come out. And he had a towel around. He was like, what's up? He looked like smoldering, you know? And he had a cigarette in his mouth. I was like, you smoke in the shower? And he was like, yeah. And then I could tell that, like, to date him, I got a feeling of what it was like, you know?
Yeah.
I could sense that he's like kind of dismissive, like Bobby and Trish, you know?
Yeah.
Like he's like, yeah, you're whatever, get the fuck out of here. Like that kind of
And you think
energy.
that's the allure?
I think that's his allure, yeah.
And women really go for that.
It's lack of approval, you know?
Yes.
I was like, I turned into a chick. I was like, do you want to come see the arena?
Yeah.
And he was like, maybe.
Yeah. So withholding.
Yeah.
So you're saying you got to see his unit, or you?
I saw everything, yeah.
And?
It's nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what about the hair, though?
It's a lot of it.
Tell me about it. Where is it?
It's
Where
everywhere.
is it?
I don't know. It's like asking, where's that hair on that gorilla?
Yeah.
You
He's
know?
that bad?
It's a lot.
Because I saw it's all on the arm, on the forearm, behind. I mean, the arm is just fully covered. And then is the chest fully covered too?
Chest, shoulders, everything.
Shoulders and down the stomach too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get him waxed.
Yeah, we should. We get his balls. He showed me his taint. That's pretty hairy. Yeah.
That's nasty.
His asshole's pretty hairy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's tight. You know, it's cool.
So gross.
Yeah.
But you gave him an iPhone.
I did. Yeah. Well, we were on the bus, and he was like, check this out. He gives me his phone. I'm holding it. I'm like, the fuck is this?
Yeah.
He's like, it's an iPhone. And I'm like, from which year.
Oh, it's pathetic. I just held it.
And you know, like when
pathetic.
you're like a friend of yours has something and it just angers you. Mm-hmm. You know, like I held it and I was like, man, I don't even know if I want to be friends with you. You know?
Yeah.
I got in like such a bad mood.
Yeah.
And he was like, but can you look at what I'm showing you? I'm like, yeah, but I'm just holding this fucking phone.
Well,
I hate
I'll
it so
tell you,
much.
the phone that he's currently using is so tiny.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have great vision to begin with. I have decent vision,
No, I know.
mom eyes, and I was like struggling. So I don't even know. And there's no cover on it.
I forgot my glasses today and I'm already like.
No. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So immediately when I held his phone, I was like, I'm getting you a phone next week. So
good.
I got him a phone.
So he's stepping into 2019.
Yeah.
I wonder how much porn he watches on it. I touched his phone too after his jizz fingers.
I don't know.
And we just sent Allie out for a snack run, and I was like, don't come back here with just a bucket of almonds, because all you guys with your dick fingers put your hands in the almonds and your piss and cum fingers all over. You know, like she'll get like a barrel of snacks. I'm like, don't do that. Individually wrapped only around here.
So
all guys.
Do you want to, everybody
so
does.
Disgusting.
It's true. We are pretty gross.
But there's a sink here.
Yeah, you guys don't wash.
What?
I've seen you barrel out of there after making browns. You don't
You
look
wash
like
your
you
hands.
wash
We
your
don't
hands.
wash our hands after we yellow and brown.
I don't think so.
Chris,
You're wrong.
Picking your nose.
Chris, do you wash your hands after you make
No.
a chocolate?
Yeah, see the laugh.
I definitely wash my hands after shitting.
Yeah.
But not after peeing.
Sometimes.
Wow. See?
That's standard.
What? That's disgusting.
standard.
You guys are
That's
touching your dogs.
standard.
At home, I don't wash my hands after.
Yeah.
Oh
that's-
my God.
But I'm at work.
That's standard guy behavior. I only wash my hands after I pee if like my son is like, you know, did you wash your hands? I'm like, yeah, I'll do it for you.
if company's
You know?
coming up.
Yeah. But like normally when I pee, you know, I might do like, I'll just touch the water or I'll wipe if I get a little pee on my hands, I'll wipe that on the towel. You know?
That's so disgusting. And that's the snack hand. That's the hand you put in the container
Yeah,
of
but it's just like
almonds.
dick and piss stuff. It's not, it's not shit.
Yeah. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys.
Now, I'll tell
here.
you who's a real
Ugh.
fucking savage is Top Dog.
Yes.
Because I have been with him, like, you know, like in a hotel or even at like their house. And, you know, he comes out. I'm like, did you just take a shit? Yeah. I'm like, are you going to wash your hands? He's like, oh, what are you, a chick? And I'm like, okay. I'm like,
chick.
it's shit though. Like you shit and you wiped your ass. He's like, yeah, it's just a little bit of shit. And I'm like, okay, please. And then I see him go like that. He's like, okay, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is pretty, I mean, he has a
He's-
pretty amazing immune system. I do think it's in part because of
Yeah.
that. Remember when he crapped on his sheets and then he didn't even wash it and your mom had to
Yeah.
forcibly wash the sheets?
He farted in bed, sharted, got it on the sheet, and then what he did was he just flipped that part of the sheet over. And he's like, I flipped it over. I'm like, you don't want to take it off the bed? He's like, it's fine. He also shit his pants when we were in Maine a few years ago and took a shower, gets out, picks up the pants. We're sharing a hotel. And he starts putting his leg through. I go, didn't you just shit yourself in those? And he's like, yeah. And I go, don't you think you have another pair of pants? He goes, what do I need another pair of pants for? I'm like, well, because you shit in them. He's like, they're fine. Holds them up. I could see like this brown streak. And I go, look. He goes, it's just a little bit of shit. And I go, dude, just put on the other pants. And he's like, like,
Why do you think men have such a high threshold for nastiness?
I don't know. I mean, for him, I think it's a conditioning that took place over time. I think
The
Vietnam
military,
is a big part.
yeah.
Yeah, being a Marine and like being around barbarians.
Yeah, well,
You know,
Marines
where
definitely.
where it's like encouraged, and they're like, if someone's like, "Did you wash your hands?" They're like, "Get a load of this fucking girl."
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think you're around that for years. Then it just becomes your DNA.
Oh,
you know?
it's so true. You guys are just so nasty. Like,
Yeah.
you just have such a low threshold, like such a high tolerance for discomfort and filth.
Yeah.
Like Josh Potter, we also learned sleeps with one pillow on his bed.
Yeah, but it's like
one pillow.
it's all you need.
If you're in prison,
Yeah.
He's a free man, and then women spend the night.
Yeah.
And then what?
But
they
then-
just sleep on the mattress. He's
but-
like, "Good night, bitch."
But yeah.
You sleep on the flat part.
But that's the thing.
Josh.
Is like that's part of the victory because you got that girl to bang you and sleep over.
Yeah.
And you didn't even give her a pillow.
Right.
So that feels good.
And for him,
Yeah.
that's his logic? You're saying?
Yeah.
No, Josh. Can we talk to Josh about this logic? That I don't believe that's him. Because Josh is not malicious.
No, he's not- he's not-
He's just a cockroach, and he
He's
doesn't
not
live
be-
like a
but
person.
He's not being malicious. He's just
No.
he's like, this is how I live. Do you want it or not?
Thank you. That's exactly true.
Do you want it or
They
not?
come over and they see my circumstances. If they want to turn and go out the door, that's fine. But
Yeah.
they usually stick around, and then I say, "Yeah, that's right."
Yeah, that's right. Like,
Yeah.
Now, what happens when do they ever go like, oh, do you have another pillow? Does anyone ever
And
say
I go,
that?
"Nah."
and then do you take the pillow or do you give them the pillow?
I've let them have the pillow. I'll be
That's
like,
nice.
I'll ball up my jeans or something, you know.
And I've seen your jeans. You don't wash those either very often, I'm assuming.
Here and there, you know, when denim is required to be washed.
Let me
How do
ask-
you-
By the
how
way,
do you-
my dick is the cleanest part of my body.
I believe that.
You wish I grabbed the nuts out of the jar with just my dick.
Yeah.
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 No thanks. So how often do you do your laundry? Like how often are you washing your bed sheets? Let's say.
I
Let's
do
start
the
there.
sheets pretty like once, like a week, every week and a
Okay.
half, I guess, or something like
That's
that. Just
fine.
almost
Not bad,
2
yeah,
weeks.
It's fine.
And then your clothing.
But I only own like 2 sheets,
Yeah.
so I have to do it pretty frequently.
How would you feel about like? Would you be upset if you were gifted pillows and stuff?
No, I mean if it's there, I'll use it. I told Tom this weekend, like a hotel room is like my reward.
Oh my
so
God.
like, I'm excited. Like I work hard and I get the hotel room, and then I'm excited. Then I go back to my room and I go, okay.
How
I
shitty
worked
is your
hard more.
mattress?
It's pretty decent actually. I just bought it when I moved here.
Oh,
so.
you did? Oh, so it's like a nice mattress.
Yeah, it's a decent mattress.
But see, I relate to Josh because I too deprive myself of basic comforts. Like remember when I wasn't putting ice in my smoothies? Like I guess I don't have cold smoothies. Like
Right.
I kind of get it because I was doing the same shit for years. And then you're like, wait a minute, I can buy another pillow.
Yeah, my glasses are all bent up right now, and I am like, I should go get those like tightened or whatever, and then I just don't. Because I like force myself, like, no, you don't deserve it.
Right. Right. It's poor self-care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
You don't deserve it.
It's poor self-care. It's poor self-esteem. Poor self-worth. Yeah.
But yeah, my dick's the cleanest part of me.
Yeah,
So.
we heard you the first time.
Yeah, I just wanted you.
I got it. Not interested. Will you get waxed?
Yeah, of course.
We already talked about this. We're in. We're in.
You're in.
I'm sold. Yeah, Tom got the whole
Okay.
picture. It's smoldering, I know, but
It's nice. And you're gonna do the crack and everything too, right?
oh, that would be dope because then I can have I could be like more forward about my desire to have my beehole licked.
Oh,
Yep.
you guys in your okay.
Scrum masters
How
are out
often
there.
do you brush your teeth? Like, do you
Twice a day.
twice a day?
Yeah.
Do you
like a normal
floss?
Person. Yeah.
Okay.
Should I not?
You shower
you should.
daily.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you should.
I shower like 5 times a day.
So you're
He's a
pretty
big shower.
hygienic.
He is hygienic. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't call him nasty, dirty.
He's not nasty.
Yeah. I get offended by that because I shower so frequently.
Yeah, you're clean, but you're
Hairy, that's all.
you're hairy and you deprive yourself of basic
If
human
you had this hair in
necessity.
your noodle salad, you'd be like, this is a clean ass
Okay,
hair.
thanks, Josh. Neat talking.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Thanks for the chat.
Good job, Josh.
Anyways, I find it fascinating that men and like especially our dad's generation. I was talking to my therapist about my dad's inability to be introspective.
Yeah.
That's what she said. He likely doesn't have the ability to go like, how am I feeling? What's going on inside of me today? Like it literally would be just like, I'm hungry. I'm horny. I need to sleep. I should drink something. And that's, she explained this to me and I was shocked that that's how people are able to function.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean
Like,
that's how a lot of cold-blooded killers
right.
think and operate,
Or my dad, or people.
or basically a lot of men from that generation.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's him specific. Like I have a lot of.
Yeah,
I understand it. Like he grew up in horrific conditions in a horrible country, and it's not like his mom was super cool and like
no,
and attentive to his needs emotionally. But yeah, that whole generation. Kind
yeah,
of
a lot of those
got
guys.
screwed.
I mean, those guys too. Like, you see it because what happens is, you so want, everybody's natural inclination is to probably, unless you're broken, your natural inclination is to want to share, is to want to connect, is to want to be emotional. Like all those are like natural human things. They're suppressed with the men of that generation, and then a lot of them like turn 80 and then they're like and they, they start
because all the testosterone probably is leaked out, it's gone, and they become women, they become
start
sensitive
and you see it, like I've seen it in a bunch of older guys. But what's bad, because you realize that they were told also, like, don't cry, don't
have
complain,
feelings,
don't share that kind of shit,
don't think
Toughen
about
up.
yourself. It's crazy. You guys are made into sociopaths, serial killers.
I think that's changed a lot in the West.
In this generation, it's not going to be the same.
No.
But you're basically told, if you have feelings and thoughts, you're a fucking pussy.
That's also a generation of like where all the men went to war. You know what I mean? Like every man who is pretty much 60 and older, there's a huge probability that they were in a war.
Crazy.
And wars are just the worst, man.
Right. You can't be crying on the battlefield or thinking about your feelings.
No,
and shit.
you can't. You got to be a machine.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I wish I could shut down my ability to introspect as well.
No.
Don't you wish you didn't have thoughts and stuff? It'd be great.
No, because you see what those guys are like.
Yeah.
And ultimately,
my dad's pretty happy. He's got a pretty happy.
Okay.
He's got a new Vietnamese lady.
I mean, that part's cool, but
he's pretty pleased with himself.
Let's go back to this opening clip where this really chill broad is with her man. Imagine being one of the guys at the beginning of this clip, sitting there like with your headphones in, just waiting for a flight to board. You're like, I just want to get out of here.
I hate when this stuff happens. It makes me so uncomfortable.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you better believe it. I wear the fucking nuts, nigga, in front of public. You want to fucking try to look at other women, nigga? Now fuck you. You ain't gonna look at other women, and you ain't gonna tell me you looking at other women.
Ooh.
So he's checking out other chicks, and she's upset about that.
I mean, that's one way of putting it. Yeah, that's a.
But that's what she said.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I fucking consoled the fucking child.
There's a little boy right behind you.
I already know. Look, I'm not gonna say nothing if you don't say nothing to try to cause a commotion, because he's a fucking problem.
Whoa. Oh.
You wanna fucking try to fucking say shit to me, nigga? So shut the fuck up.
A lot of big words.
Nigga, fuck. You wanna fucking watch when we get home, nigga? I'm not bringing my bag to why? If I gotta bring my bag, I'm not ever gonna see you again. I swear to God, don't you ever come to my house, nigga. I'll call the police on you. Fuck you. Oh, really?
You know what I would never do? If that's directly behind me, sit still like that.
What would you do?
If there's commotion behind me, I get up and I watch the commotion. Not just not for the amusement, for like the safety.
Yeah,
like I don't want shit
here
behind my head, chaotic.
Yeah,
you know?
but they're freezing. So there's fight, flight, freeze, or fawn.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
No. I don't sit there.
They're like, I'm just going to be very, very still, and this lady will stop.
The first thing I would do would be like, yeah, like, I'm not waiting for something to hit me in the back of the head.
You know, our FIFO, our beloved past FIFO, was really great at survival. And one thing I noticed about Fief is that whenever there was trouble, he was out of there.
Yeah.
The minute he sensed some bullshit was happening, he didn't stick around like these two suckers.
This guy, like staring down as there's chaos behind you. Not
like, maybe if I just ignore it, she'll stop screaming.
Don't do that.
You shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Now they look.
Sarah, you're gonna come up with us.
No. Oh, you gonna come up?
Yeah, man, I'm getting up. Man, get up. You're assaulting me, man.
Oh, I'm assaulting you?
Yeah,
I remember for fucking years. I'm assaulting you?
That's a laptop. Oh.
Well, I mean, he disrespected her.
Nope. I'm gonna get my purse.
Are you okay?
Fuck you. You wanna say I'm assaulting you? Fuck you.
I don't think she
Fuck
knows.
you, Memo.
Man,
Yeah,
got a Gucci bag.
you're gonna be charged with assault.
Fine, whatever. Oh, yeah, Memo?
She's all, let me take my glitter backpack and my Gucci purse. Why does she have like a children's backpack?
She said a lot of big words.
Well, hey man, I'm not even going to touch that.
No, I mean, she did.
That is her deal.
I know, but she's not black.
She's not? I thought she may be. She might be.
Is she?
I think she might be Latinx, maybe.
That fucking bullshit.
What's that?
Latinx.
What's that?
That's the new non-gender specific way of saying Latino or Latino.
What? Oh, guys, first of all, it's not bullshit. I think you're being disrespectful. And explain this to me. So if you're non-binary and Latin now, it's Latinx?
Yeah, but what's of course the fascinating part about it is that Latin languages all function on a masculine and feminine term basis.
Not anymore.
So, and only people who don't... Yeah, only people who like it's picked up in the United States by like people who are not speaking Spanish but are of Latin descent, and they're like, we're Latinx. It means that we're like it's just the non-gender specific way of saying from a Latin country. But the language that the origin of that language is to make the distinction: is it a masculine or feminine?
Right, because la esquina.
Right.
A la derecha.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
There
Same
go.
with German.
Yeah.
Die, der, or das. You have to, but they have neuter in German. Do they not have a neutral in Espanol?
I guess I'm not well versed enough to get into it, but it's just super silly. Yeah, it's silly. It's a very.
I mean, I'm
Latinx.
You're Latinx.
It's like I just want the studies. I wish we could leap ahead 100 years to see, like when they're like, and then there was this very R-worded period where people were saying stupid shit constantly.
They will. It'll come. I think we're on the right side of history.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Memo.
Memo. Yeah, this is pretty cool, by the way. A lot of people have been a big fan. I mean, this lady was very cool, but a lot of people have been obviously up on the intro wars. We had the short intros, the long intros, the fucked up intros. And one of the listeners of our show happens to also play for a little known rock and roll outfit. And during his sound check, can we get a taste of what he did? This is 30 Seconds to Mars. Crazy, right? Is that Steve Aiello?
He writes on Twitter.
Sound checking
the YMH intro.
The YMH intro. Hoping we change the set to 2 hours of just this. Thanks, Stevie.
Oh, thank you, Steve.
And that's really, I'm sure if that audience had been there, they would be thrilled. You know?
Well, he did this in my motherland. This is in Budapest.
Oh, wow.
So he did it in my motherland.
I can't believe I'm going there.
I can't believe you're going there.
Yeah.
You have to hang out with my friends there.
I'm going to hang out with some Hungarian honeys for sure.
No, not the honeys. Stupid.
It's the land of big-titted blondes.
It is, actually, yeah. You might run away with another model, a younger model.
I'll start my European family over there.
That would be like me touring in Puerto Rico. I like how you're like, oh, I gotta go to Budapest for my comedy tour.
I
gotta go, huh?
I got some words
Gotta
down.
go.
I'll say, I walk up, see a girl on the street, I go, Michinas. Michinas. A kurva istam bozmeg.
Oh my God.
And then I have, what is it? Kiskedvishem.
Okay, all right.
And
you don't need to speak Hungarian.
Pussy.
Okie dokie. Thank you. Anyways, I'm so excited to make this next announcement. Last year we came out as polyamorous, and this year I'm pleased to announce that I'm bisexual.
Oh, that's...
But also...
That's great.
But also, can we talk about what we've been making on our brand new app?
For me. Bitch, here I go.
Now, I know a lot of you have been really appreciating my TikTok curations, and I appreciate
I heard
you.
you bitches was looking for me. Bitch, here I go.
Yes.
And I'm just excited that now Tom and I are finally making our own TikToks.
And this is our new segment we're going to call Going TIK for Tok, where we present TikToks from each of our accounts and let you, the viewer and listener, decide who is a better TikToker.
Now, hold on. Before we get into this, I would like to plug my account. I'm already double the followers of Tom's, and I like to keep it that way. I'm at The Water Champ on TikTok. You may follow me. Okay. I make them almost daily, and I have to say mine are really good.
Such a weird plug.
But I will say, I did make a TikTok. I made an homage to the guy that was like, I'm having my lunch, I'm having my lunch, I'm having my... Like, that guy, I really like him. I do have sincere love for him. And I was just doing an impression, and I got a lot of heat from the TikTok community on that one. So if you want to check out the controversy, go to at the Water Champ on TikTok, and you can read the comment. There's a lot of hate for me on that one.
I'm at Segura Tom, because some fucking piece of shit took Tom Segura. But you can follow me, and I will grace you with my awesome TikToks.
Oh, stop.
So up first, Christina, totally TikToked. Here we go.
Oh, you need the music.
No, I had to take the music off.
Oh, that's the best part of this.
What are you talking about?
The genius of this.
I think everyone could see how genius this is.
I'll tell you why. The genius of this original, this is the first piece I did, is because it is to the Fad Gadget song, Lady Shave. And it's an 80s weird song. And I felt that the music really makes a difference. So if you want to see the original, please go to the Water Channel.
Well, yeah, I mean.
It's really a really great piece. I'm proud of it.
Okay, here's... That's yours, but I mean, I know it on TikTok. It's different, but
you need the music.
That's still a really cool one you did, though.
Thank you, and I wish the listeners, if you're just listening, it's 4 different screens. It's like the Brady Bunch opening, and I'm doing various head movements to the music, and it looks really cool.
Okay.
I'm making a TikTok.
There's one of mine.
So I can't believe I got heat for making fun of. I'm making my lunch. I'm having my lunch.
Why?
You haven't gotten any pushback for this one?
No.
Okay.
No.
I can't believe no one's...
Bikes!
That's mine.
Bikes!
Okay.
That's my impression of Tom.
Bikes!
Okay.
I lip synced it perfectly. That's me doing Tommy.
That's a big lane in TikToks is mouthing the recordings of something from like a movie or a special, and 99% of the people that do it are off.
Yeah.
They're never in sync.
Well, I would say 90% of the people I follow are off.
Well, that's a good way.
The regular TikTok users are pretty good at it. This one's actually
Yeah.
This one's my favorite.
It's a pretty good TikTok.
It's really good. It's really good.
Okay. It's a good TikTok. Here's back to Christina. Wow.
Yeah.
You look like a lioness.
I was very tired, and I just looked like shit in my kitchen. I just did that real quick.
Yeah.
I like to be spontaneous. I don't always look perfect. I mean, on Your Mom's House, I have makeup on. I try to make an effort for you guys, but on TikTok, I let it hang out.
Yeah.
This is how I look around the house. I'm just being honest. I like to keep it real.
Here is this is
I like to break down the walls between you and me.
Blue Band told me this is his favorite one that I did of me. Where
That's a good one.
Trying to figure out the phone.
Yeah. What's happening?
It's a good TikTok.
This is so stupid. It's so dumb.
Here's
That's
another Christina one here.
I'm having my breakfast. I'm having my breakfast. Okay.
This is the one that got me in trouble.
I'm having a good day. Are you having a good day? I'm having a good day. Have a good day.
This one got me in a lot of trouble.
So tell us what happened.
Well, I posted this as an homage to a friend, and the TikTok community is not happy with me. There's been a lot of comments telling me if I'm a comedian that is not very funny, and how dare I make fun of him. But I really didn't see it as making fun of him. I really genuinely like the guy.
Yeah.
I like his work.
You were just like...
duetting. This is what they call a duet, where you do like an homage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's one that I thought was right on point for TikTok.
You think he's gonna be there? He's gonna be there, right?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I just...
Because I've seen a lot of
That's a good one.
people play multiple parts.
Yeah.
You know?
How do you do that? So you just record and then you pause and then you do the other part.
Yep.
So you're like Eddie Murphy, like when he can do all the different characters.
You
in the
know,
scene.
you're not
It's
the
pretty
first.
amazing.
You're not the first person to say that.
Wow, because that look, your acting skills are really shining here.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow.
Here's another TikTok here.
We're not allowed to show this on YouTube. Oh my
No,
god!
so the listeners aren't seeing this. Could you explain? Could you explain what you're seeing?
Can you?
I don't think this is real. How is this real? They're laughing and having a good time. Oh my god! Are you sure? So there's two ladies and one older gentleman. He's gray and he looks like Santa. And they're all naked and he's urinating into his own mouth and then he's urinating into the other two ladies' mouths. They all take turns with him urinating in their mouths. And then one lady's playing with another lady's vagina. This is neat. Thank you for... Oh my God. Oh, and they're fingering his beehole. Why are you doing this to me? Is this on TikTok? I'm not seeing this. I don't like it. It's aggressive.
I thought you wanted to see TikToks.
She's really fingering his beehole. And now she's fingering her beehole too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm aroused. Whoa. Oh, now he's peeing on both of them again. How did he fill up the tank so fast?
I think there's water on set. Wow.
I'm not so sure I feel about all the peeing.
It's a lot.
Ew, don't drink the pee. No, she's drinking it. This is definitely European because he's uncircumcised. What? So now this woman's urinating, and then there's a funnel on her urethra, and he's drinking it. I mean, why the drinking of the pee? It's just so unnecessary. And now she's peeing on the other lady, and then he's peeing on both of the ladies.
It's pretty cool.
How does he have so much pee?
That's what we were talking about.
Well, do you have an answer, Nadav? You look like you had an answer.
I mean, just probably drank like 5 gallons of water. I mean, it looks like everyone's peeing. Like
all
he
the
peed,
time.
I think, for like 30 seconds in a row, which is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I know, and it keeps. He keeps.
But to me,
wait, hold on. No, I have a science question.
Okay.
But isn't it hard to urinate when you have an erection? And he's.
Yeah, he's a pro.
It can be.
But how do you urinate and have an erection and have sex and urinate?
You can see that he's pushing it.
Yeah.
He's pushing it hard. You can overpower.
He looks like Jeff Tate a little bit, doesn't he? Is that Jeff Tate?
That's the craziest part. To piss in your own mouth and then go like that. And she's like, ah.
Yeah. You think that's the craziest part? Is he pees in his own mouth and then he spits it into their mouth?
Look how willing she is.
I don't know why people are into pee-pee. It can't taste.
I don't know.
Such a fun,
They're
whimsical
so happy.
time. Yeah.
They're having a good time.
Just push and pee all over
I gotta
the
tell
place.
you, I got so excited to show you this clip.
Why?
I don't know. This clip like makes me want to be a better man.
Yeah.
It just.
What does it mean to you?
I don't know. I just feel like I liked it at Santa Claus. I liked it. He's doing something so outrageous, and I don't know. It made me really happy.
I like that he can aim the urine and catch it in his mouth because I think that takes a lot of practice.
It's not the first time he's ever
Right.
done it. Yeah.
I mean, how many years do you think it took him to be able to have an erection and urinate into his own mouth?
I don't think it takes years, but you can just tell that he is seasoned.
But he's been practicing.
It's just he's done it a lot.
Can you urinate into your own mouth like that?
I mean, I've never tried, but I also don't think it would be that difficult.
Josh, can you urinate into your own mouth? Can you try?
I can do it.
Yeah, it's not.
That is a
I don't think that's
skill.
a special skill.
No,
it's not like
What?
sucking your own dick, where it's like
No, but also the way that he's so comfortable, and it's because he likes it. He's done it a bunch,
right.
Like he's.
He likes it.
He's this isn't his first round.
No, like he discovered this at like 12.
Yeah.
At age of 12, probably.
Look at his mouth.
He's like, I love doing this. Yeah, this is my thing. I wish I had a thing that made me this happy, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, don't you wish you just had the thing?
I mean, watching this makes me that happy.
Yeah, when I asked Tom if he saw the end of the clip and if he saw the funnel stuff, he was like, I want to live longer to see this clip tomorrow. I've never seen Tom that happy.
Yeah, why are you into this so much?
I don't know.
What is it about
when
it?
I first saw it, I laughed so hard, and I was like, my main thing was I wanted to show it to you. But now I also want to make sure we put this in the bank for Drew and stuff. You know?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whole new lane for Drew.
Because I think we might get one of these out of him. Or
when
he
his voice
grabs his face.
Or when his
He's like,
voice goes
"Oh!"
an octave higher, he's like,
Yeah.
that's not something you should do.
Yeah. He's
I like when he gets upset.
I mean, this is pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing. Thanks for thinking of me. That's the nicest part of our marriage is that you still think of me.
And I know, by the way, a lot of people are going to be like, send me the link, send me the link. And I can't send the link to everybody. Do you know the title? Wasn't it like Uncle Albert's pool party or something?
I don't know. It was like an XNXX link. Or
Yeah, but I think it has.
I did not look at it. I had to screen record it because downloading it got a little tricky.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, downloading from porn sites is just kind of tricky.
Yeah, it says Albert's Afternoon Party Part 2.
Oh, okay, guys.
Yeah, that's it. So
check it out.
Google that.
There you go.
Take a look. So this guy looks like Jeff Tate. And speaking of famous people who look like stars, reality stars, we were watching Smothered last night.
Oh my God.
Our favorite new reality show.
It actually sorry, I just got a message on our
what does the message say? Tell the audience.
the audience. So okay, I just got a message on our the thing we can read that said, "Can you please get the clip off so we don't have to look at it?"
I don't know why. It seems pretty awesome to me.
Yeah, I don't know if
I liked it. Honestly, I kind of feel the way you do, Tom.
Really?
I enjoyed it deep down. It didn't bother me so much.
Yeah.
I don't like butt stuff. Oh God, there's Joey.
All right. Joey Diaz in a wig is on the TLC show Smothered. This fucking...
Kathy and Christina. This is the daughter's Christina, right?
Can you click on the middle picture? Yeah. Can you zoom in? Is there any way you can zoom in on that? Because...
Is that zoomed in enough?
No.
Can you zoom in more?
We need to get a better
That's the
look.
max.
That's the max?
I'll look
Can you
for
double click on that shit, bro?
Yeah. Let's see if we can...
You got it. So
go
anyway,
even.
there we go.
All right, cocksucker. Here's what happened. They got warrants, so I had to change my whole appearance. Moved back to Jersey. I got a wig. I got tits. That's how I'm living, cocksucker. I even got a pretend daughter.
Yo, we were
Look
watching
at
this
that.
last night, and Tom goes, "This looks like Joey Diaz in a wig." And I started laughing so hard because you're right.
I mean,
listen. Here's the deal, man. And I will say this for any woman listening. It is a really hard look to pull off, to do thick black eyeliner on both the bottom and the top lid. And I'm talking like black, like Chola, goth girl, and then pink light lips, and then you've got like bangs and curly short legs. It's not good look.
Something I
it's
never
not good.
understood. Okay,
It's hard to
for
pull
this
off.
poor woman. I don't understand women's hair, but
it's
so
not a
I
good
can't
look.
tell like somebody what you should. But all I know is when something's terrible, and like that's a bad hairstyle for that person.
I'm telling you, it's a really hard hairstyle to pull off, especially at her age. It's so dark.
It looks so dated. Like it looks like it doesn't. It belongs in another era.
Yeah.
Like what should she do? Straighten it?
It's the
pull
80s.
it back?
Well, she probably has naturally wavy hair. I would go maybe longer. Not the bangs. I would definitely get rid of those bangs.
Yeah.
And frame her face better. And the makeup is too heavy. That's another problem. These women, and they always have these crazy fake eyelashes now. They look like strippers.
You know what she
Everybody
looks like?
crazy.
Like a woman who's like 1 week into a rehab facility.
Yeah.
Like where they're like, the drugs are just starting to leave my system, but obviously you see the effects of them.
Yeah. 100%.
God,
It's brutal, dude.
It's brutal. Joey doesn't look good here.
No. It was hard to watch after that.
It's a tough life. It's a tough life, cocksucker.
That is exactly Joey.
Holy shit.
I feel so bad for these men that transition to women in their 50s. It sucks because you transition into like an older woman.
I like how basically
Sucks.
we could convince anybody that that's a man that transitioned to a woman.
100%.
Like anybody would believe that. If you're like, oh yeah, this is my Uncle Dan and he just transitioned, they'd be like, oh yeah, I can see that.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a rough look.
That's an Italian ex right
We
there.
got to get Joey in a wig and be like, and have him do like an impression.
Yeah, can somebody Photoshop this woman's hair on
that's
Joey?
already done. That's done.
I can hear the keyboards clicking everywhere. Yeah.
And putting the body and
Somebody-
everything around. Yeah, it's just Joey. Like,
Could you imagine if Joey was a woman?
it would
if
look.
he transitioned,
He would look just like this.
He'd be the most savage woman ever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Come lick my pussy, cocksucker. Right? He'd be pissing all over people.
Oh my god. He would be a brutal woman.
I know.
Yeah.
He'd be rad. I'd be friends with him.
Oh, as a woman, you'd be like, this
yeah.
is the coolest.
This is
bitch
the best
I've
chick
ever met,
ever,
man.
dude.
Yeah.
This chick's nuts.
Yeah. Oh god.
What do you think? I think he would have to like leave his family and just start getting laid left and right, right?
As a woman?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because women can get laid anytime.
So wait, is Kathy the mom or the daughter?
I'm not sure. Can
you press play on that?
No,
Or is there like a way to play what it is or no?
It's not even registering as a video.
Really?
It's coming up. Yeah.
I'm
That's
guessing
weird.
Kathy's the mom. That's kind of an older name.
Yeah.
And Christina's the daughter.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
and
sure.
there's the other moms. One mom takes her 21-year-old to Vegas.
Oh God.
And injects her
Christina's
lips.
the young one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and injects her. Like goes to a doctor that injects her lips way too much, and then they go to a strip club, and she gets her daughter lap dances, even though the daughter does not want them at all and is mortified. It's so horrible. It's so hard to watch. It makes me angry the whole time. I'm tense watching it. You know?
It's I think a lot of watching that show changes my mood.
Yeah, it makes me angry.
I get so mad at how overbearing the mothers are.
And how much the daughters allow it. I think that's
Yeah.
what makes me mad.
Yeah, it's actually kind of upsetting to watch.
Yeah, well, that's how we are.
Yeah.
I started getting into The Bachelorette too, and that show is so awful. Like it's so I'm so embarrassed for everybody.
Okay,
I got to get
take
you
that
into
down.
it. I got to get you into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll get into it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
And then we went and saw a movie just to get out of the house the other day.
Yeah.
And we saw the new SpiderMan, and it was okay. It was fine. It was good enough.
It's fine. I mean, I'm kind of, I got to tell you, it's kind of mind blowing when you see how many of these superhero things. And I realize the reason they get made is because they sell a lot of tickets. People keep going to them. But like, compared to just a great movie, great storytelling.
Yeah.
It's all green screen, special effects.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, it's like, wow. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they just, there's 100 being made. Every week there's a new trailer for one, and there's another fucking superhero thing. You're like,
There's so many now. I know. It feels like you don't know is it Far From Home?
Oh.
Is that what we saw?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's right, because he goes to Europe. Now, my thing is, I got to say, aside from Jake Gyllenhaal, that's what you call him, right? Jake Gyllenhaal?
I think that's what, isn't that the Attell joke?
I don't know, but he's foxy, and I love watching Jake Gyllenhaal. He is a hottie.
Mm-hmm.
However, I did not find the rest of the cast to be attractive enough.
For a movie.
And this is coming from a person, I am not an actor, a movie actor. It's not my job, but when I go pay, I want to see hot people. Look at this guy who's playing the Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's cute at all. I think you three clowns in the booth are better looking than this guy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
I don't know.
Tom Holland.
I mean, snooze fest, right?
Oh, I mean, this guy looks like he works at a fucking T-Mobile. I don't
Right.
know. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't see him as a movie. He's talented. He's fine.
yeah, he's fine.
It just didn't. The whole cast I found to be kind of a bow wow. Like they spent money on Jake,
Yeah.
and then the lead girl, the girl who plays MJ, she looks like she's 11 years old. She's so skinny and stuff. It was weird seeing her as like a leading sexual woman because she's so young.
Well, they're like kids, right? I mean, they're like teenagers.
But Peter Parker was with what's her name, Kirsten Dunst.
Big old titties.
Yeah, she had huge cans and she was a woman. She was MJ. The MJ is the
tits.
character. MJ was kind of 16, 17.
Kirsten Dunst's tits could have their own fucking career.
They're
she could act, and then her
fantastic.
tits could be like, "Well, we're doing this," you know?
And she's so skinny, and she's got them sneaky tits.
Yeah,
like Nikki Glaser has.
Nikki Glaser has the deceptive tits. Yeah,
she got big old titties on her. Kirsten
Yeah.
Dunst. So I don't know. And then they had his best friend who was like a big fat Asian guy.
Yeah.
And he wasn't cute at all, but then his girl was hot. They gave him the hot chick, the blondie, and they didn't put any makeup on anybody. I mean, listen, I just want to see people that are better looking than me when I go to the movies. Don't you want to see attractive people making out, doing stuff?
And by the way, I know people will immediately be like, "Well, you know how much money this movie made," and it's like, I get that. I mean, Justin Bieber, he's got a lot of money too. You know, it doesn't mean that I want to fucking celebrate that mediocre talent, you know? And that's what
I just feel like they could have been better. I don't know. They were just everybody looked like shit.
Yeah.
See, that's the best friend. This guy, I mean, I don't want to look at this guy for a 90 minutes.
No.
I want to look at a Jake Gyllenhaal caliber.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
I agree. I mean, there's a lot of people that should be just excommunicated from filmmaking.
Yeah, this fucking. And then Jonah Hill, they put him with, what's her name in Superbad? We were talking about that too. Emma
Stone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, give me a fucking break.
Super bad.
She's too cute for him too.
Yeah, that's, I mean, fucking how many years ago, right?
I know. It was distracting to me how unattractive. I mean, look at that guy. With her, she looks better than, she's a 10, he's a 3 on that picture.
Well, yeah, I mean, but he's always been not a 10.
No, I know. But they could have picked a dumpier girl.
You think it more appropriate for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Whatever.
I wonder how he does in real life. Do you think he, he's a celebrity, rich, famous. You think he crushes it?
Yeah, I think anybody that's got a little bit of fame can crush it. There's always someone out there.
Does he date? Is he like well known dating somebody or no? I always wonder that. Like, I imagine he does pretty well, right? Has a new girlfriend. Who's the new girlfriend?
No, who's the girlfriend? Models?
Gianna Santos.
Oh, wow.
Let's see.
But like Leonardo DiCaprio, that guy bangs models and stuff. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Because he's hot though. But Leonardo DiCaprio is hot.
Is this her?
This fucking guy. Yeah, look how beautiful she is.
Yeah, she's hot.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Isn't it amazing what fame and money can do?
Oh, yeah.
Do you realize you could be with a model right now, Tom, and you're stuck with me and these 2 kids?
Oh, I fucking think about it every day.
How bummed are you that you
My
got
God.
locked in?
So many fucking opportunities right now. On tour, too, so you can just plow and fucking
Yeah, that's
drive
what I'm
off.
saying. Are you super bummed that you got famous kind of later in life?
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yep.
I'm sure he's a nice person.
Is she a model or something? Or is she like just a regular?
She's pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
I'm not sure. Let me look it up.
Okay.
Anyways, it bummed me out to see how unattractive the whole cast was. I kept focusing on it. I was upset.
Yeah.
I'm used to Kirsten Dunst and Tobey Maguire level looks,
Yeah. No, I agree. It's like,
Wow, look at these 2.
I know they're kissing.
Jonah Hill's girlfriend, Gianna Santos, from The Affairs to Wiki Facts. Okay, well, what is she? Santos, blah, blah, blah.
I'm having a hard time finding.
Well, I don't
exact
know.
Instagram.
We'll find that bitch on Instagram.
Wiki bio. There you go. Tells you what she does right there. What's it say? Anything?
Let's see. Schooling in NYC, amid
Is
studies.
a stylist and producer.
HBO production intern.
Yes.
Kind of behind the scenes.
So she's a showbiz person, too. They probably met on a movie or something.
I fucking pull my eyes out trying to get.
I know, Dad.
All right.
Okay, so I'm here with my ex's cum in a cup, and I'm add some seasoning, salt and pepper, and oh my god, that is gross.
What's just happening?
She just put some of her ex's cum on a frying pan.
Oh, exes. How did she have a
I don't know.
storage? She stored it?
I guess.
Ew. But we're going to finish frying this, and then I'm going to eat it. This should be interesting.
What?
She's seasoning it.
Put some salt and pepper in it.
Wait, why is she doing this?
Oh my
Because
God.
she's fucking awesome.
I'm gonna hate myself.
Why is she eating her ex's cum?
I don't know.
Fried in a pan. Just so you know, she's frying her ex's cum and she's eating it. Why are you doing this?
Thumbs up.
Why are you doing this?
I don't know.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't want to see this anymore.
Fuck you, it's that. Yep.
Why are you showing me this? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this?
I don't know. It's in the folder. I haven't seen it before. Where's this from?
From you. You sent it to me to prep.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I never saw it, though.
No, yeah, you were like, oh, the subject says frying cum like eggs. Look into it.
That makes more sense. Because I have not seen this. Oh, shit.
Oh, I like how she's getting back. She's getting him back by eating his cum.
Yeah, I don't
fried.
understand.
Like, how does that work at all? Like, I'll show you eating your cum.
It's so disgusting. Where's the hot dog one? What's that one called?
Look under W. The folder's with W.
Okay, let's see. Is this it?
Fastest hot dog shooter
Oh yeah, watch this guy.
in the Northwest. I've never seen nobody be able to do this. Okay?
What? Watch this.
I'm just saying.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What, dude?
So, if you're listening, this guy takes like the uncooked, like the raw or the
I don't like it either.
hot dog and goes and just sucks it down, and then he can bring it right back out, and he can also do it with multiple.
We can go viral with this one.
You think he does drugs? Look.
I don't like it. I can't see it. I really can't. I cannot see this. This is in his windpipe.
Yeah.
He's gonna die. It's in his windpipe. I really can't. Oh my gosh.
Whoa. She's calling 911 right now. Man.
You should not be doing this.
What would you rather do? Try to do that or eat fried cum?
I eat fried cum.
Really?
All day.
All day?
I'd eat a fried cum omelet.
Ugh.
This will kill you though. This will kill you. He's putting it in his windpipe, I think.
What would you guys rather do?
This is dangerous.
I think try the hot dog.
No. This is so dangerous. You could die, right?
You would?
I'd at least give it a college try. I wouldn't go straight to eating cooked cum.
Oh, I would.
I'd be like, let me try that hot dog, and if it's not going down, that's like,
No, it's in your windpipe. It's so dangerous. You would rather die than eat fried cum?
Well, I mean, it looks like that's a learned skill, so I feel like give myself a window to learn it, and then if it works, and if not...
It's pretty cool though, right?
Not at all. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah. No problem. You upset?
Yeah, I
You
don't
took it
like
out? You took your ears out?
I don't like to hear it, or I don't like it. I don't like it.
All right.
I don't like that.
That was fun. All right. We gotta get our shit together. Oh my God. Let's play that real quick before our break. This makes perfect sense. Fart Simpson did a call with his buddy, and Fart has done amazing prank phone calls. Here's the setup. He and his buddy call a guy who advertised on Craigslist that he has some Nazi memorabilia. And they talk to him, and then they get their grandfather on the phone, who is played by none other than the audio collection that we've compiled from RPC, Robert Paul Champagne show. But just the conversation with this guy, it's really fantastic. Let's go ahead and play that.
Hello.
Hi, is this with the Craigslist ad for the German memorabilia?
Yes.
Is that still available?
Yep.
Well, can I just compliment you first on this amazing collection?
I mean, I want to sell the whole collection together.
I want the whole thing.
Oh, you know what? To me, it's a good account of history.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. It's a good account of history. And, these idiots taking down the Confederate flags and doing all this is bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I totally agree. How many pictures of Hitler do you have? Like, is the Fuhrer in a lot of these, or is it other?
And 90% of them on that one that says Hitler.
Oh, okay. So there's a lot of photos in this collection.
Oh, hell yeah. That's why I'm asking so much.
Okay.
I mean, there is some reproduction stuff in there, but you see how many awards I have and how many different badges and all that, and it was a hell of a collection, I tell you.
Yeah. Do you mind?
It's to tell you the truth, the guy, took an impoverished country and made it pretty big.
I mean, we can't argue with history, right? I mean, it was
exactly.
You did a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is there only one swastika flag?
Oh no, there's a ton of that stuff, but that's the only flag.
Okay.
In fact, that one I actually bought separately from an old lady that said that her mom made it. So, but I don't know.
Wow. Where's the price on here?
It shows it on the titles and it's somewhere. $10,000 I want.
Oh, 10,000, 10 grand. Oh yeah, of course. Oh, it's easily worth 10 grand.
Yeah.
I actually, it's surprising I came across this because my grandpa was in World War II as well. He's in America now, but he still is.
He's still kicking, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I showed my grandpa the Craigslist ad, and he doesn't speak that much anymore, but he was. It brought a tear to his eye. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't want some crazy person to come over here, and want to destroy it or something,
My grandpa was the one, he likes to go on Craigslist because he's been looking for stuff like this. And he kind of wanted to talk to you just briefly because he's really thankful that you have collected a lot of stuff. Is that okay?
That's fine.
All right, I'm just going to put him on real quick.
So, what's your name?
Dominic.
I'm Ed. Hi, Don.
So I think, 2 minutes. I said, but when I'm not saying, wait. Then I look at what I gotta do. I try to see if I order things. I need them.
You tried to order some?
That phone's good, but I think it has so much on the phone that this can hold too much in.
Oh yeah.
And when I'm going like Dominic.
I'm confused. What do you mean?
He's got a lot of pride in his country and what he fought for.
Yep.
Yep, I heard him. Yeah, well, the thing is, it's just so taboo in some places. It sucks,
We have to defend our country, it's getting taken over, and it's just what happened in Germany. It was getting taken over, and so we had to do something.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I tell you what, I'm glad I'm not going to be here in 25, 30 years because it's going to be a third world country.
Here we go again.
Yeah, I feel sorry for my grandkids. Well, you think Merkel's the right person?
No.
No, huh?
No, she's weak. It should be a man.
I agree.
Did you vote for Trump too then?
Of course. Come on. We don't even know who's coming in this country. I want to know who's coming in here.
Sure. No.
What they're thinking. You know that? We're doing the best we can with that border.
Well, I am so excited for this collection. I'm going to really take great care of it, and
But how you gonna come and you gonna bring cash?
I have 10 grand in cash.
Okay.
I'll give you a call tomorrow, and I'll stop by. Do you mind saying goodbye to my grandfather, Dominic?
Sure. Hey, Dom. All right, ready?
Okay.
Hey, Dominic, you have a good night, okay?
I'm looking for hardcore guys that mean it, want to do it, and I want to deliver it. But you gotta fuck me.
Hey!
I need to be fucked a lot, man.
Okay.
Men from jail, homeless, or a thug.
So what are you gonna do with them?
Fuck me. Piss on me. Beat me. Home me now.
All right, Dominic.
Try it out, man.
Okay.
I'm a hot white trash. Come dumb. Let's fuck.
What are you doing, Dominic?
Motherfucker piss on me. Try it out.
All right. Talk to you later.
That'd be kinky.
Yeah, that would be. Bye.
Oh my God.
That's Fart Simpson and
God.
Jake Silberman.
Oh my God.
Obviously aided by some RPC recordings. So
that was amazing.
It was really great, and that was a really cool guy.
How did he find that lunatic?
On Craigslist. The guy's like, I have German memorabilia. Yeah.
It's so astounding that anybody would pay for that. I mean,
10 large he wants.
I know. People, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I told you, I one time I worked for a man. I worked for a guy in my 20s who wanted me. He was a German guy who had Nazi memorabilia posters
at work.
At work, I was his. I was an assistant, and he showed me the poster one day. He goes, I've collected all these, and he unscrolls it, and he goes, I want you to go down and get these framed. And I go, I won't. I can't. Like, I cannot take this shit to Aaron Brothers. Like, could you frame?
Can you frame this for my boss?
No. I told him no.
Like,
I said, no way. No way. It's crazy.
And he was
Why do you
like,
want to frame this shit for?
All right.
Frame it in the trash.
Oh, God, you're one of these, huh?
Yeah. Jew lovers.
All
yeah.
right.
Frame it. Okay. Psycho.
All right. Well, we got to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Your mom's house will be right back.
Hi, mommies. Thanks, Jeans. It's me, your mommy, Tina. Tommy is on the road, so I am plugging his dates for him. So Tom is doing the Beacon Theater November 7th in Jew Dork Titties. That is New York City for you lay people. Tickets are on sale now. Also, just added November 6th in Kingston, New York, and Charlotte, North Carolina. On November 13th. Where is Kingston, New York? Have you ever heard of Kingston? Like Jamaica? Oh, I don't have my earpieces and I can't hear you anyway. All right, check those and all his other dates out at tomsegura.com/tour. And for myself, mommies, Christina P. online, September 5th, Milwaukee, September 6th, Chicago, September 7th, Boston, aka Momston, October 3rd through 5th, Nashville, Tennessee, October 17th, Spermvine, California. I just added that one. November 22nd, Meat Rattle, Washington, and then November 23rd, Portland, Oregon. Also, check back for my 2020 dates. I will be adding those shortly. Mama's going to pick up touring a bit more. Okay, I love you. I love you. Back to the show.
I love that.
I've never been happier to not have my wife around, because with me today is, not exaggerating, my very first crush ever. I hope she likes me. It's Alyssa Milano.
Hello.
I cannot believe I even get to say that. You were definitely my first crush.
I was.
Yeah,
Am
and
I
used to-
disappointing you right now, though?
Are you kidding me? No, this is
Because
awesome.
I feel like a lot of pressure when people say that.
Really?
because
Oh, I'm
like,
sorry.
Oh, now I'm 46.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
Look, she's
very
not here. You're gorgeous.
Thank you.
When she gets here, I'll be like, she's fine. But
Thank
yeah,
you.
you're smoking.
Thank you.
Now, dude, I remember like when I used to watch Who's the Boss? I would get upset when like Tony Danza would walk on screen. Get the fuck out of here. I want to see Alyssa. But when I used to think that when I was a kid, I don't know if you ever had this. I used to think if you learned the person's name, that you had like a shot with them. Like
that's all it took.
Like I was like, because I would be like, I don't know, 5 or 6. I'd be like, what is her name? And then if I found out your name, I was like, all right, I probably can connect with her now. Like it's
That's really
Alyssa.
cute.
It was kind of cute. It's kind of cute.
Now you know.
Because then what would happen?
How to find me.
Yeah, and then you could tell other people, like if they were like, oh, who do you like? You're like, it's a girl named Alyssa. Like, don't worry about it. And I would think that like that gave me an advantage. Like, yeah, why don't you fucking mind your own business?
Who do you like?
Talking to Alyssa later today, and now I am talking to Alyssa. So it only took 35 years, but here we are.
Never give up.
Never give up. And first of all, okay, you have a lot of opinion. We were talking about parenting just a moment ago.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, like, you started in showbiz so young.
Yeah.
And, it's one of the big, like, a lot of people have, like, knocked that. They'll be like, don't fucking throw your kid into show business.
Right.
But I've heard you say that, like, you had a great childhood. And
I did. I think it actually saved me in a lot of ways.
Why?
Because I'm dyslexic, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
So I think being in a normal school environment would have been hard for me.
Yeah.
Especially at that time when they didn't really understand learning differences.
Uh-huh.
And then I was a very introverted, artistic kid.
Right.
So to be able to have that outlet in a way that it was encouraged and nurtured,
right,
that aspect of who I was, and that critical thinking and creative thinking, I think really helped me. But I also have to say, I have exceptional parents. Like,
well, that's nice.
On my way here, my mom was calling and calling and calling, and I got into your lobby, and I said, you know, I better call my mom back and make sure everything's okay.
That's sweet. So you have a good relationship.
Yeah, and I picked up the phone. I was like, "Hi, everything okay?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm just making the meatballs." So sweet mom that never came to set with me. She always hired a guardian, which I think was also important.
Was that to not to be overbearing and everything?
No, I think she had a life.
Oh, she's like, I got shit to do too.
Yeah, I got shit. And I had a younger brother.
I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, I had a younger brother, and it was important for her to be around for him when he got home from school and to make dinner and make sure the meatballs were on the table. And I just think, I would not have done any of it differently. And I joke about like, well, I never got to go to prom and, you know,
some of those things.
All of those things that I think, you know, the grass is always greener.
Yeah.
But I think it was good for me.
It's got to be weird. Like, so it's got to be, fame is such a weird experience and a weird thing to you know what I mean? To go through.
That's the other thing is, was it easier for me to go through it at a young age
that's what's interesting.
Be part of who I was rather than have a certain sense of being anonymous and then, you know, in my 20s, all of a sudden being famous. I think that is probably harder.
You think so? I
do.
think skyrocketing to fame is no matter your age. Like if you just get something, like one thing that makes you unbelievably famous, no one's prepared for that and nobody adjusts usually perfectly to that. But incremental, I don't know, but it was for you, it would have been like just out of nowhere, right? Because it would have been.
I had done theater beforehand, so I'd worked for a few years.
Did you feel like ready for it when it happened?
I thought it was weird, and I remember being
people staring and
and whispering, and thank God this was before paparazzi followed people around, because that would have been a whole other element. But I remember feeling a sense, mind you, I was very young, so I don't remember a lot of it.
Right.
But I'll tell you what I do remember.
Mm-hmm.
I remember making me feel uncomfortable that there was a potential that the people that I was with were uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I remember feeling like, I remember this one time we went to Disneyland as a family and it got a little hectic, and I remembered feeling so almost bad for my parents that they had to deal with that fear of having like a
and you're like, I did this? Like,
you just like, I'm sorry that this is something that you have to go through.
It's like you became a burden because of your...
I felt like I was a burden. Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
That's just, it feels like, I don't know. You imagine, as an adult, I imagine like, to me, I would think that it'd be a really, like I think about now with Stranger Things, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, like these kids got so famous as teens. Right. And then you went through something very similar. I think even younger, I think
that we have to look at people's families and really, it's my opinion that kids that grow up in the business that end up fucked up would have been fucked up no matter what they did.
Interesting.
Right.
That's also the same point. Like now it's different because weed is like basically legal.
Right.
But there used to be always this thing that like, if you do weed, man, you're gonna end up a fucking mess, right?
Right.
And the thing was, some people did, but I think they would have ended up a mess regardless.
Yes.
It wasn't like pot fucking ruined their life.
No.
It was like they're fucking gonna fuck up their life anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you look at these, you know, let's give me an example. I don't want to say it, but give me an example of a child star that ended up fucked up.
Fucking who's a
Leif Garrett? Says Josh?
I don't know.
Leif Garrett.
I don't even know who that is.
So if Leif,
I really
think
don't.
that he was, I think, before even my generation.
Jesus.
Maybe someone a little bit more relevant.
Yeah, who's a new? Okay, I mean, I don't want to. Fuck, now I feel mean, but like he was fucked up for a while, and then he's not Macaulay Culkin, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But look at that family, right?
Yes.
It's a lot of kids. There is a divorce that went on. I feel like if any of these kids just took the more traditional route of like going to school and going to college or whatever, they would have struggled regardless.
Yeah.
So, and I think being in the industry sort of amplifies the opportunity of fucking up.
Mm-hmm.
But you make the choices that you make
Sure.
in life
Yeah.
based on what you think is right and wrong, and that's usually based on your upbringing. So yeah, so like that. I think it was good for me.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Did you ever imagine, like, so I did a little refresher, but like, did you imagine that you would be as involved, like politically and as an activist? Because you know, I looked up this thing and I was kind of blown away where I think it was in the 80s where didn't you, you said that like, it was about AIDS,
Yes.
HIV. Was it, what's his name? Ryan
White.
Ryan White.
So here's when my life changed. And I think similar to not remembering what my life was like before fame, I don't really remember what my life was like before fighting for injustices. So, you know, in the 80s, which was the height of Who's the Boss, we were a top 10 show at the time.
It was, for people that don't know, that shit was massive.
Yeah.
This was also, there's 4 channels.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no
when you're a
streaming
top 10
anything.
show,
it's huge.
It's like 25 million people a week are
huge.
watching your
Fucking
show.
crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. And with it came a frenzy of this pop teen icon era, right? And so there were a lot of teen magazines, and I would be on the cover of those teen magazines, and it was sort of the height of my, even now, of my popularity. Like was in the 80s.
Yep.
And I got a phone call from Elton John one day, just to give you an idea of how obscure my life really was.
That's got to be.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And he said, I met this little boy. His name is Ryan White, and you're his idol, and he would like to meet you. So at the time, the stigma surrounding HIV/AIDS was at its absolute worst. We had no idea about the disease. They were feeding us information, false information about how
They were like, eye contact will give you AIDS.
That's right.
Yeah.
How the disease was contracted. And so this little boy, Ryan White's school kicked him out of school because they said that he could give HIV/AIDS to other students, which of course was not true. And he fought to go back to school and actually won. And he spoke in front of Congress, and he was 15 years old, and he was a hero. And he and I became friends. And he asked me to kiss him on the Phil Donahue show to prove that you could not get HIV/AIDS from casual contact.
Now here, before I got to ask you, because it's impressive that, because at the time everybody is like, even adults are feeding us this misinformation that as a kid you don't know is misinformation. When I'm in 7th grade or whatever, they're like, you know, you could shake hands with someone and then you got AIDS, and you're like, what the fuck? Like there's people telling you like, don't share cups, and you know, I remember even famous Sharon Stone did an interview back. I remember she had done a movie with like Rock Hudson, and she was like, I fucking might have AIDS.
Oh,
like
wow.
we
I didn't
kissed.
know that. Wow.
And so, but this is also without, you know, it's not like today where you know all this information. So
Right.
how are you so
so
well informed?
So because he and I had built a friendship, I did have the information.
Okay.
And because I was such a cheerleader for him going through his journey to be heard, I had the information, so I knew.
Right.
And I mean, still a scary thing. And I remember having this conversation with my parents of, you know, I wasn't scared of that I would ever contract HIV/AIDS. I was scared of people bullying me about this moment in my life.
Right.
And I remember my parents saying to me, other people don't matter. It doesn't matter what other
Really?
people say. If you feel like this is something you want to do, we support you, and we think it's important. And so I had their support, and, you know, it was the moment that changed my life. Because here was the deal. It was like, I almost felt guilt about having a certain amount of success at such a young age. But this put it all in perspective. I was like, oh, this is what it means to be famous. This is what having a
Using your platform
means. And I got that really distinctly.
Did they know that you were going to do, like when did the Phil Donahue show know that
Yes.
this was coming? Okay, so you're like, this is going to happen.
Yes.
Okay. And then it must have been, because I don't recall it. Was that like a huge thing?
It was a pretty big deal. I mean, I still to this day have people come over to me and say, I remember seeing
really
the Phil Donahue show, and you changed my mind, and I think it was the right thing for me. It was a blessing to be given that gift at such a young age. To put in perspective what it all meant.
So that
what success and fame meant.
Right. That moment changed for you, and you're like, I'm definitely going to be involved in things.
But I do have to say, I was raised very socially and politically aware.
You were.
My dad was part of the student strike in the 60s. So there were very specific lessons that my parents instilled in my brother and I about human rights.
Yeah, I mean,
what it means to be a good person.
This is an audio drop from here.
Towels could have AIDS.
Towels could have AIDS. You know when that's from?
No.
2015. That's
Come on.
Pat Robertson from the 700 Club.
This person says, I'm planning to go on a mission trip to Kenya in December. I believe that God heals today, and I'm not consumed about the chance of contracting Ebola. I'm also a person who's willing to take practical precautions. Do you think there are undue risks that we do not know about and the dangers are higher than perceived here in America?
Not in Kenya. You might get AIDS in Kenya. The people have AIDS. You got to be careful. I mean, the towels can have AIDS.
They could.
The towels could not have AIDS.
I'm
here to tell you, and everyone that's watching this, that towels cannot transmit or have AIDS.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking God.
And that guy has a big platform, and that's what he uses his for.
Yeah.
This is 4 years ago.
Jesus. And we wonder how we got here right now.
Yep. Tells his audience every day. You get it from towels when you're drying off in the hotel.
Yeah. You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know. You could be taking off your makeup.
Somebody could have had AIDS, used that towel, then you're using the towel. Now you got AIDS. Yeah. So it's always good to get good information from reliable sources.
It's so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed for people. I'm just embarrassed for people.
So recently, you were a hot topic, man. You got all kinds of it was actually probably very effective in the sense that it just became such a polarizing thing when you brought up the sex strike.
Yeah.
So I think
I was so.
Did you expect
curse,
it?
Right?
Fuck.
So I was so fucking frustrated that no one was talking about these abortion bans that were popping up throughout the entire
all over the country.
And nobody was talking about it. And the news was covering Trump's misspellings in his tweets. Not covering the fact that women were having our rights stripped away.
Right. So Georgia, Missouri,
Tennessee, Texas. I mean, Texas, they actually had a debate on whether women that have abortions should get the death penalty.
Legit. Yeah.
Right. So
I don't know how I feel about that.
Pro-life.
Yeah.
And yet.
So for people that don't know, though, just like for the sake of the conversation, recently several governors have gotten behind these new proposed abortion laws that would make it not only more difficult to get abortions early on in a pregnancy, but also that would punish severely providers and the women who did it, even in cases, this is explicit, of rape and incest, which was really one of the big, glowing points of this. Is even in rape and incest, they're yes, even in those cases, you should still, which obviously brought it to, it was, became big news. But so go with.
Well, it didn't really become big news.
Well,
it was non-news. It was
non-news and became
sort
news.
Of,
yeah.
And that was my frustration. So I was like, what can I do that would actually
make this more of a talking
make this
point.
more of an issue and make people see the severity of what's happening right now?
So tell me, tell the audience, what. So what did you propose? So that
a sex strike.
Meaning
it's fucking too dangerous for women to have sex, because what if we got pregnant?
So this way, don't have sex until this is basically resolved.
Well, if you're going to implement these bans, we should not have sex.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it was kind of a stunt in a way.
Yeah.
And yet it still got the conversation going. And, MSNBC, CNN, everybody started covering it, and Fox News started covering it. But Fox News likes to talk about me almost every single day.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do they talk about you?
I think because I'm effective and they want to discredit me.
I saw that our dear leader, President Trump, he tweeted that he's actually mad at some of the Fox News people now.
I know. Did you see that?
He's mad at the weekend anchors. He said they're even worse than some of the liberal.
Talk
media.
about shitting where you eat.
Yeah, I mean those are your dogs right there.
Yep.
Yeah. You're mad at them. You can't be mad at them. This lady also, I don't know if you've ever seen her. I forget her name. Do you remember her name?
Sharzad.
She went on a strike of her own. Oh.
Yep, give me a second.
Okay. It's our first week.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Ladies, I want to do a video about guys and their cum. Guys are always wanting us to love their cum, to just love licking it and having it on our bodies and swallowing it. That same guy will never even touch his own cum or taste his own cum. I've seen this happen so many times with guys. I have it on, like I'm rubbing it in and I swallow it, I do all the stuff with it, but that same guy, if his hand accidentally brushes against his cum on my body, he's like, oh, what's that? And if I swallow his cum and then kiss him, he's like, no.
I mean,
so here's the thing.
It's a good point.
I think we should go on strike against cum, a cum strike. From now on, I am only going to swallow the cum of a man or put on my body the cum of a man who's willing to touch it or kiss me afterward.
I mean, valid.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point. I get it. I totally get it.
She's getting the conversation started.
She's getting the conversation started. People are talking about it.
Yep. I don't know if Fox will pick this up.
I don't know if Fox will. If you
after you're here, so they might.
If you throw in like dead babies, quote unquote, that the cum is actually, also a way of making babies, they might.
Yeah.
I have cum all over my face.
So there's a.
Oh my God. I kind of love her.
She's great. She's fantastic.
What's her name again?
Sharzad. Yeah.
Sharzad.
Yeah, we played her clip. She was like, "You should have me on your show."
I feel like she's my new bestie.
Do you like her?
I do.
Do you want to see some of your most vocal detractors? Just give you a chance. Like these are like some of the most articulate, sophisticated men who are not on your side.
Yep. What's up on my Instagram heads? I'm on a roll today because women are fucking stupid. Okay, they're fucking stupid. Okay, I don't understand
now
why it's.
Pause. That is not Nick Kroll in makeup for one of the cavemen ads. That's just a regular guy.
Is this a Geico commercial?
That's what it feels like. It is not.
So difficult for good guys to meet a fucking sane woman.
Yeah.
I don't understand why every woman's a fucking stupid idiot.
Okay.
Oh.
Do you have anything to say?
I feel like my soul was just pierced.
Mm-hmm. I feel like it.
Like
I've seen him a few
soul
times.
piercing just then.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing too. He makes some good points. He's just a smart guy who wants to meet a smart lady. Why do women?
This was on his Instagram?
Yeah. He doesn't have your followers, but
I don't understand it. I just don't.
Yeah.
You understand we are in the situation we are in because woman ate the apple. It is woman's fucking fault.
By the way, is he reading something? Like, did he write this beforehand?
I think it's just
play it again.
Stream of consciousness.
Oh, you think? I don't know. It looks like he's reading. Look at his eyes.
I don't understand it. I just don't. You understand we are in the situation we are in because woman ate the apple. It is woman's fucking fault. Give me back my fucking rib and go back to where the fuck you came from.
See, actually, I think he's mad because, a lot of things.
What is in the background, by the way? What the fuck is that? Is that like female taxidermy?
Like victims?
Yeah. Like
it could be.
All right, because it's bullshit.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
He's
is
a
that
costume
a blow-up
designer.
doll?
He's a costume designer. He worked on Seventh Heaven. He was on. Anyway.
Women are stupid.
There you go.
Okay, we got to move on.
You got
next.
it?
Yeah.
Do you get it or not?
I get it.
All right.
I totally get it. Okay,
You
show
can
me
take him
another
down.
one though.
Show her like a cool guy, not such an upset guy. You know what I mean? That guy.
Not a guy in prosthetics.
Yeah, that guy was so mad. I don't understand. It's
He's so angry at women.
Who do you have? Oh yeah. Here's a possible. This guy has a much different approach. Okay. So last guy was super aggro.
Right.
This guy, by the way, he's watching MSNBC. He's he's a progressive guy, but he just has a
Oh God.
just has a different approach to getting the ladies.
Okay, I've been on here, I've been polite, I've been kind, I've been honest and sincere. Now, I'd like to have some nookie right on my lips. I would like to have some titties rub my face. I would like to have some sex. I'd like to have...
What are you what are you feeling?
I mean, what year was this?
This is
2019, I think.
Yeah, or 18 maybe?
Yeah, within the last year.
So, I mean, I'm surprised he's not a part of the Trump administration, to be honest with you. I mean, this is his whole kitties on the face. Isn't that the whole...
Titties on the titties.
Titties? Oh, I thought he said
No, he
kitties.
wants some... I'd like to have some nookie on my lips. I would like some titties.
Titties
and
on
he's
my
being...
face.
He's like, I'm honest and sincere, and I'm asking in a friendly...
Yeah.
In a, like...
Because you don't know if you don't ask.
That's a...
You don't know if you don't ask?
That's a good point. And I would say it might not work for everyone, but it's a good way to maybe make it happen.
Is there more to this video?
Unfortunately.
I need it. I need it in my life.
Home, who I can make love to. I'm not like one of these young men or these little boys. They get themselves off and then, oops, they don't care about their partner. Oh, I'll make you come.
Oh. Well, are you interested?
I'm just so confused by the whole thing. The couch and the Native American statue in the back. And
Yes.
And the MSNBC and the reflection of
It's
his
a lot.
glasses.
It's a lot.
It's just so much.
Yeah, it is.
I'll make you come.
No, thank you. Okay. Sex strike.
Sex strike.
This
You're
is
like,
why.
did you
This
just
is
extend
why.
it?
This is why.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot
I
of
need more.
interesting men out there. We all have a different approach.
Do we
but
have more?
There's definitely more. You know who this guy is? This is
No.
Robert Paul Champagne, a.k.a. the Try It Out guy.
Black guys who love to fuck and fuck good. If you're a hot black guy and you want to fuck me at $23.95, if you want to move in, you can move in, but you gotta fuck me. I need to be fucked a lot, man. Get free food, free rent, and everything else, man.
Okay.
Here's the deal, man.
So that's also, he's offering free food, free rent. You get a lease and a key. All you got to do is show up and fuck him. Which, okay, let's pick.
No, I can't. I know where you're going and I can't.
Who, I mean, if you.
No, I'm not. Humans would cease to exist. That's it. It would be over. Humans would cease to exist.
The Cool Guy Club.
Those are all cool guys. That's why we put them in the cool guy club.
But is he wearing that bow on his head?
No, it's just sitting back there. So you want to know something fascinating though? Like truly fascinating to me.
Yeah.
We found this video that you're watching right now, like 2 years ago.
Right.
And like saw it and we're like, this guy's out of his mind. And played it, had fun with it. Assumed that we would never, ever learn anything else about it. It just feels like it's one of those things that was shot in the dark room. Dude, 2 years later, we found him and we just sent one of our guys, Joshua, you met, to his apartment and we did a 30-minute interview with him.
And he's a real human.
He's a real dude. And this is not an exaggeration of his lifestyle.
Oh, sorry, that was a burp.
That was awesome.
And I swear it's because I'm a little nauseous.
Okay, this is a fart mic. If you have to fart.
I don't have to fart.
Okay.
I actually don't fart.
You never fart?
I don't fart.
Because of a great diet? I believe it. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I just don't.
Really?
Yeah, it's a true story.
Man, you really are my
I
trust.
may have farted once in childbirth.
That's it.
Yeah, and I was mortified.
That was a good burp.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, I can burp, yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
Do you want a soda?
No, believe me, keep showing me these videos.
You're gonna throw up. Are you all out of cool guys? Or are you like, I am good?
I mean, if you've got more that you want to share, please do.
This guy's just good for you. You have a husband. If you want to maybe try something to enhance.
Am I the only person that is fascinated by the environment in which
No.
you're making these videos?
You are an astute observer. Do you know who actually leads with that when analyzing and assessing these videos when we bring them on? Is Dr. Drew.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Drew's first thing, he's like, let's look at this very, very destructive and uninviting environment. And,
Right.
And he actually leads
Okay.
a lot of his assessments with the environment. It's not the Four Seasons.
I feel bad because I feel like I'm being a little judgmental, and there's a point where you go, to each his own, and it's consensual.
I would say you are spot on in judging these guys. You should.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. These guys are.
So I'm not going to, like,
judging.
the liberal left, like the super fringe left is not going to come after me. And
If there's anything we should all agree on, whether we're Democrats or Republicans, is that these guys are fucked up.
Okay.
Like,
all right.
Everybody should agree on that.
Before you have sex, if you want to be horny for 2 or 3 hours like you've never been in your life, and you have access to marijuana too, good weed, listen to me. True weed alone can get you really hornier than normal, but Benadryl, take about 10, 12 Benadryl before you want to have your sexual fun with your partner or whatever you do, or masturbate.
Benadryl, I'd be in a coma.
But here's the thing.
Maybe he meant give your partner 10 or 12 Benadryl.
No. Take them and just go right up to that line of pre-coma. This is how you enhance the sexual experience.
I mean, who knew?
Take them tonight. See what happens. Just see. But then you smoke your marijuana. You'll see. He gives
about an hour later, when you feel it just kicking in, smoke your weed then, and then go ahead and get horny. And I promise you, it'll be millions and times more. You'll be so blissfully horny that you will not want to come.
Okay, I'll tell you this. Dr. Drew said he's not right. He said we shouldn't do this. He said it's too many Benadryl.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know if you were thinking about trying it tonight.
Yeah, nope.
It's
nope.
Hardcore fun for
Yep.
sure, but it's not advisable.
Is he in his closet?
That's his living area.
Uh-huh.
He ended up making more videos that we played, but
Oh.
yeah, we feature a lot of
Yeah, so people give me shit about calling for a sex strike.
yeah. Meanwhile,
Or for starting, a hashtag Me Too, where there's so much.
by the way, did you start that hashtag?
It was coincidental. Yes, I had no idea of Tarana Burke's work beforehand, so I tweeted out the hashtag. Within like 12 hours, it had 53,000 comments.
Fuck.
Yes, it's been used in 85 different countries throughout the world.
Wow.
Which is crazy, in 85 different languages. But yeah, so it was such a happy coincidence because when I learned of Tarana's work, I actually had this almost like this sigh of relief because I felt like it was so much bigger than I knew how to handle.
Yeah.
And that wasn't my area of expertise as far as my activism went. That wasn't my wheelhouse. So to have this incredible, strong, amazing woman to nurture this hashtag into a real movement.
It really blew up. I mean, it is like one of the defining I don't know, things of the last 2 years for sure. Like it
And I think it was a
everything.
perfect storm, right? I don't know that if Trump were president that it if he was not president, if it would have taken off the way
Right.
it did. I think women, we all saw the grab him by the pussy video, and then he was elected president and he beat a woman, and then you could sort of sense that they were going to try to roll back women's rights.
Mm-hmm.
And so women were concerned, they were worried, they were fearful.
Yeah.
And I think that it enabled people to stand in solidarity, or women to stand in solidarity, or I should say sexual abuse of survivors to stand in solidarity with each other, but not have to like name the abuser or exactly what had happened. It was more about, this has also happened to me and this is a problem and we need to deal with it.
Yeah. And it seems like it's begun. Well, we obviously saw some high profile people get, in some cases, called out, in some cases reprimanded, in some cases arrested, and charged with
But I think that was kind of the impetus for me sending out that original tweet, was that it was always the story of the abuser that we were
focusing on
and paying attention to.
Yeah.
And still to this day, we have these broad numbers of 20 women have come forward against Trump and sexual abuse charges.
Yeah.
And yet we don't really know specific stories. They're sort of lumped together.
That's true. There was one recently, right? A lady came out recently. I'm sorry, I don't know her name.
Jean Carroll.
That's her
came out
name.
Recently.
He's like, I never met her. And then there's like a photo of them at a party, like talking to each other.
And then he has this thing of like, which he always goes to, she's not my type.
Yeah.
Which is so fucking gross.
But it doesn't seem to like it's I mean, I know that there's certain things, like when you're president, like there's basically kind of a standing rule that they're not going to indict a sitting president, but he seems to just have this way of being like yeah, no, that's not, I didn't do that. And then,
every day I wake up angry at like another thing,
Mhm.
but today I woke up angry at the media in its dismissiveness of all of his fuck ups.
Yeah.
Spanning his entire life, basically. And I feel like the media really validated his candidacy. And it drove me fucking crazy to watch the Democratic debate.
Yeah, why?
Because, we had Andrew Yang and like Marianne Williamson, who are two outsiders, right? Who were kind of the equivalent of what Trump was in 2016 when he ran.
Yeah.
And yet they did not give those two people the time of day. And yet they completely embraced the Trump candidacy as being legitimate. And yet here are two people that are actually making their policy and their platform are pretty substantial, right? Like Andrew Yang is saying, because of automation, nobody's going to have a job. So we have to figure out what the fuck that means for the people of this country.
What are people going to do? Yeah.
What are people going to do when automation completely takes over? And he's got this, giving people $1,000 a month to do whatever they want to do with it. Hopefully put it back into the economy.
Yeah.
Which might lift people out of poverty, right? Which I think we can all agree this country should work towards that.
Yeah.
And then Marianne Williamson, who's actually putting the soulful aspect of what's happening back into the conversation. So it's not all about politics. It's about humanity. And she's sort of coming at it as a humanitarian. Both very legitimate things to say, right? And then you look at someone like Trump, who we totally legitimized with not having an answer for anything, by the way. How are you going to do this? I don't know. I'm going to hire the best people. Well, what makes you think you could run for president? Well, I run businesses.
Yeah.
Like, did not have a platform at all, and yet he was totally legitimized.
It kind of reminded me of when you're in high school and somebody runs for like class president, the way that like most people, like what you'll see happen. I remember talking to people about this in different high schools, was like the more grand and popular and kind of crazy and funny you can make your speech, everybody goes like, that should be
the guy.
Now there's low
girl.
stakes in that, but you end up going like, oh, it's like just kind of steal the limelight. and you'll win. And it like basically translated into the highest stakes
Right.
in
That's
the presidency,
interesting.
because the one thing that he definitely knows how to do is get attention. He's good. He knows how to say things.
He knows how to distract.
To-
He knows
yeah.
how to get attention.
He
He,
definitely
knows how to
does.
deflect.
But he's,
he
I mean, it's
understands a soundbite.
He understands all that. It's actually a skill set. It's a skill set to understand, like, this is how you get people to keep talking about you. This is how you, deflect something bad about you. He does understand how to like orchestrate that. And yeah, I mean, it's funny because media is definitely complicit in giving attention or in deflecting attention from things that they could either focus on or dismiss. Like, and a lot of times they're doing the opposite. They're giving attention to shit. You're like, what the fuck are you?
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you paying attention to this? Or they're just like having like a little scroll ticker about something that you're like, that should be like your lead story, right? I mean, yeah, they're definitely complicit in all of it.
In all
Absolutely.
of it.
Yeah.
And I also think that there's, of course hindsight is 2020, but as I am thinking about what is going to happen in 2020.
Yeah.
I hope that there is a candidate that can actually speak to the people that Trump spoke to, because I do think that that is a very important element that people are not talking about. And by the way, I don't know that any of the candidates are actually doing.
I don't think so either.
They are not saying, I know that you are busting your ass and you're still living below the poverty line.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking get it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to fix it. You know why I'm going to fix it? Because we got to this point making bad choices. We could get out of this making good choices. We're going to do it. And I don't feel like anyone is speaking to those people. And I think that's what he did.
He did do that. And like he went into it with like whatever you want to call it, but it's some type of plan, some type of, agenda that he
did.
Well, like what he ended up doing was not, I don't think it's all a happy accident for him. I think that he's like, we're sticking to this. And what I'm saying is that worked. Whatever he did worked. He won, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know that, like, I don't feel like, I saw a lot of people kind of go like, this is definitely, he'll definitely be defeated in this next one. There's no chance.
I am terrified.
I don't think that that's the case.
I don't think that's the case either.
Yeah.
I don't think we can get lazy. And I think these candidates really have to step up. I love them all. I think they're all great. But there's not one person where I'm saying, yeah, that guy can beat
That's the
Trump.
person.
That's
Yeah.
the person that's going to turn this country around. And
I almost reluctantly say this, but like, it is a fascinating show to watch. Like the theater of the debates, the election,
theatrics of it all.
of all of it.
Yes, but
it's
here's
like
the
it is like
problem.
a fucking reality show.
It is. Here's
Yeah.
the problem is that we look at these networks, right? Like MSNBC, Fox, CNN, they're obviously one-sided. To me, we've become addicted to the drama of that entertainment.
Absolutely.
And so people are not getting real fucking news.
Because people align themselves with what they want to hear. Everybody who's like,
well, that's what friendships are for.
yeah.
That's not what the news is for.
I agree with you. It's
That
a problem.
So, like, should the FCC? Do you think the FCC should start regulating these, or not, or make sure that they're not called news networks? Call them like news entertainment.
It's like,
or something.
I do think that it's crazy when somebody watches either one of the personality-driven news shows and goes like, I watch the news. Like, you don't watch the news, dude.
No, you watch opinion pieces.
Yeah, and you're telling yourself that's the news. I feel like I don't even know if they're still on. This is how much I'm removed from it. But like PBS would do the news hour. Jim Lehrer used to host it. I don't know who it is now. That was like the one of the last
nightly news.
Yes, nightly news kind of things where it's like, here is the report, right? Like here's what happened today. Now
With
it
no
is
bias. Here's what
I
happened.
remember.
Here's the facts.
I feel like 10 years ago, I remember that I feel like CNN, definitely 20 years ago, would be like, here's just news, like objective news.
Yeah.
And then I remember even like a decade or so ago, watching that and being like, this dude just like totally dropped his personal opinion in it.
Right.
And then it felt wrong. I was like, why is he like he commented on it and kind of like rolled his eyes at something. And I was like, That's
Yeah.
CNN. I mean, now everybody.
Now that's normal.
That's normal,
right?
but I think it's like we grew up on Tom Brokaw.
That's right.
You know, and Tom Brokaw, like some people don't even know, he is a really liberal guy. You would never know that
Never
watching
know.
NBC Nightly News. Never. He would just.
So how do we
deliver
get
the
back
news.
to that? Do you have any ideas?
I don't know. I mean, I show you guys fucking.
I mean,
inhaling
basically,
balloons
yeah,
and
basically
taking
these
Benadryl.
guys are
These-
as.
This
I
might
mean,
be a.
Look at him.
Look, what's he? What's? I haven't even seen this one actually. I don't know what this is. Who's this?
Oh God. Oh God. I can't look. Tell me when it's over.
Nipple, baby. Yeah. Fuck. Oh man.
See,
feels good.
Feels good.
I want to know what the thought process is behind. I'm gonna turn on.
You know
my
what's funny?
video.
I won't. Is this his whole video? What? Did he just?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sex strike. Hashtag sex strike.
Wow. I will say this: a lot of women ignore the nipple, and it's a sensitive part.
I just
to
want to
everybody.
know.
We are fucking having our own thing going on.
Come join us.
No. What are you doing?
Hi. How's your son?
Oh, it's messed up.
Oh no.
Christina,
Hi. Nice to meet you. Did they give him a nebulizer?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? Make it like a rocket ship. That's what we used to do with.
What do you mean? Hold on. Tell me.
Okay. You know how they give you the little mask?
Yes.
With the machine and you put the medicine. We used to build like a fort rocket ship and make it seem like, and we had these clear plastic cups with elastic bands. I actually have pictures I could show you where Dave and I would put on the plastic cups and pretend like we were in rocket ships, and that's how we got him to do it.
Does he have asthma now?
He doesn't have asthma.
But what did he have? Like, because they're like he might be
bronchial infection
Yeah.
that didn't go away, but it eventually went away.
It did. Was it like recurrent? Like how many times? Yeah, because that's what's happening.
And it's his weakness. Still, if he gets a cold or something, it'll always go into his
See, that's what we have going on. Except the doctor's like, could be pre-asthma or it could just disappear. So you're giving me hope that it's just disappearing.
I think it'll just disappear.
Alyssa Milano says.
That's my.
Yeah,
Sorry. So
I don't
what
know if you know, but we've kind of been having our own thing going on.
What have we covered? What have I missed?
Well,
I'm
we've
so excited you're
covered-
here.
I'll have to.
Women ignoring the nipple.
So
We've covered
first of all,
Women.
please start this over because Christina hasn't seen
on a
it.
cum boycott.
Yes.
Covered.
She saw 10 to 12 Benadryl.
Oh, you
She
saw that guy?
She
Yeah.
saw,
What do you think's
she
going
saw
on?
Try It Out guy.
Oh, you saw.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I can't believe
I feel so judgy though.
You should.
Yeah, that's exactly what your husband said. By the way, he was like, "No, you should judge these people."
Yeah, that's the whole fun
you want
of the
something
game.
crazy? I was telling her like how she was my first crush.
Oh, you're everybody's.
And she's like, I have a crush on you too. So it was like a big. It was like. It was
What?
crazy. Yeah.
No, you're married.
She was like, "You're
I
super
see you
hot."
on Instagram. I know you're a kick-ass mom. Are you married?
I am married. Yes.
Yeah.
I've been married 10 years.
10 years. So have we.
I know. Can I nerd out on you a little bit now too?
Yeah.
Okay. You are the coolest person on the planet.
Oh, that's
growing up
very
watching
sweet.
you. Who's the boss? Hello. You're everything. You're gorgeous.
Thank you. I always feel like I'm disappointing people when they say that to me and I meet them in person. I'm like, oh God, I can't
know,
live
it's a
up
lot.
to it.
It's
I can't live up to it.
Don't worry. Just know that you're fantastic. And can I tell you what? So badly growing up, you had this time in your life where you had like a gap here on Who's
my
the
teeth
Boss?
were so even in Charmed my teeth were so fucked up. I still wear braces.
What?
I have those
Really?
Invisaligns, not right now, but yeah.
What I wanted to look like you, I couldn't wait to lose my teeth so I could look like you. Do you remember that phase she went
Yeah, I
through?
had other thoughts about you, but that was
Didn't include teeth.
Yeah. So you walked in. We were watching this. I don't know if you want
This
to catch
cool
up.
guy?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Go ahead.
What do you
Go
mean?
ahead.
He seems
Go
really
ahead.
nice. I don't like it. I don't like it either. I don't like.
Wait. It gets better.
It
Hold
doesn't
on.
get.
Hold on.
He flicks it. He flicks it.
Wait. Hold on.
No, I don't like it.
You
I don't.
have to. You have a choice.
I don't want to look.
You don't have to look. You have a choice.
Wait. You got to see this.
Nobody's making you.
No, there's a cool part.
No, but I feel like
There's
I
a big
have
thing coming up. You got to see
Ah,
this.
does he lactate?
No.
Twist it.
No. Hold on.
What's that?
Wait,
What's
there you go.
that? No. What's wrong with you? Did you find this one?
It's
You
really
did.
upsetting.
Yeah.
You want to know something crazy? So one of my friends, I won't sell him out, but this is kind of fascinating to me. Just like
Why
how
did you show that to
I
me?
don't know. Alyssa was like, "What do you got?" So
She did not.
I'm like, show me more. Show me more perverts.
What do you have?
So one of my friends
Definitely not what she said.
dated.
She's a lot smarter than us.
She was like, "You got anything cool to show me?" I was like, "Yeah." So
No.
so
She's
like
classy, talented person.
one of my friends
You missed my burp. though. I
dated.
did.
She burped, but guess
Yeah.
what? She never farts.
I don't fart. Just once in
What?
childbirth.
Yeah.
But I do love farts.
Yeah.
Like I think they're funny.
Yeah, they're great.
I just don't do it.
Yeah. Okay. So one of my friends dated a girl
sorry you
for
came on
5
the
years
show.
recently.
Yeah.
They broke up. He told me every time they hooked up, she would like obsess on his nipples.
Ugh.
And then I was like, "Oh, did you? So like, do you like that?" He's like, "No." And I go, "Did you ever
Nope.
say anything?" And he was like, "Not really." I go,
Nope.
"But you didn't like it?" And he was like, "Never."
Why wouldn't you just say something?
I was
I'm not really.
and she did it every time. He's like, absolutely every time we hooked up, she would go to town on my nipples. And I was like, and you didn't like it. He was like, I did not like it.
He's like, nope.
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't you
That's
just be
so
like,
strange.
dude, just hey,
Yeah.
It's like I see you're enjoying it. I'm not really.
give it a break.
I don't really like having my nips. I mean, you know that we've been together,
pinch.
especially after breastfeeding.
I know you like
I
pinching.
know. I
don't-
breastfed for so long.
I know. I
Pinch
saw
and
you on
twist.
Instagram. I follow you on the gram. How long did you go for?
I breastfed my son for a year and then my daughter for 2 years, and they're
So
3 years
proud.
apart.
So
So I was
you
either
were-
breastfeeding or pregnant basically for like 6 years. But yeah, the nipple thing after you breastfeed is not.
Well, my nips are totally different. They used to be pink and now they're mushy purples. Is
Right.
what I call them. Like it's a disaster.
It's
Yeah.
not a disaster.
Do you know why your nipples change colors after?
Please tell me.
Because the baby sees contrast in the beginning, so your
Right.
nipple gets darker, so the baby can find the nipple.
It's amazing, isn't it?
The women's.
Yeah,
body.
not you're disgusting.
Women are fucking
body.
stupid. I also showed her that guy.
Women. Yeah,
That's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked if it was a Geico commercial.
Yeah.
Wait, so tell me about this too. Did it grow? Like, what was going on when? Because I was obsessing over that growing up. Like, it
I
looks
had
so
a retainer.
cool.
I had headgear.
So did I.
Yeah, I had a retainer. I had headgear, and then they do those clear braces now, which
Yeah.
are genius. And I started wearing those like 4 years ago, and I still wear them.
Wow. 6 years either
Women are
pregnant.
stupid.
Because I'm in year like 4 and I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired.
How old are your kids now?
7 and 4.
Okay, so you're kind of out of the.
Yeah, it does get easier for sure.
Okay.
Just so you know,
I'm sure you told her about it.
we already
right?
did this.
Sorry.
So
What an attitude. Is your husband an attitude person like this?
No.
Is he in showbiz? Is he a regular person?
He actually is an agent at CAA. I know.
big shot.
Wow.
Big shot.
How does that work? Are you
Wait, is
like,
your husband your agent?
No, he's not my agent.
That'd be weird, right?
It'd be so weird.
Yeah.
No, he it works kind of well though, because he is used to, other people having the spotlight and nurturing.
Oh, that's good.
He's a very nurturing, and you have to be nurturing to be an agent because actors can be such whiny people.
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, actors or comedians? Because comedians are
Actors.
crazy. Really?
Yeah.
Why?
yeah.
What's your theory?
Well, the comedians are just more fun to hang out with. You
That's true.
know what I mean? Like if you're
Yeah.
hanging out. Like
Actors can get really serious. And
Oh yeah, like
brooding
when they're like
and,
really serious about their
Yeah.
craft, and you're
Yeah.
like, all right, do you want to go back to one, do this again? like,
let's hold for the plane.
yeah, come on. man. So like, yeah, but I mean, like, I love hanging out with. I love artists. So
Yeah,
for
of
me,
course.
I love hanging out with an actor who doesn't take themselves too seriously
Yeah.
as an actor,
Right.
But like, I just love being around, whether it's a writer,
Creative
and, yeah,
minds
I like
and how they
it.
think, and
it's
I-
fun
I
to be. It's
agree.
good energy,
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think who's the most. You ever had like somebody talk about their craft with you
No, but the worst is every time I do an acting gig and I have to go on a press tour and I have to talk about my craft.
My craft.
Oh, right. Yeah, at those press junkets.
It's super hard for me.
How did you
did you
relate to this
prepare for the character?
Yeah, boy.
Or, what do you and your character have in common? Or how do you learn your dialogue? It's like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like, let's talk about Trump. Right. I'd much rather talk about, and maybe that's my deflection.
Yeah.
Is not having to talk about myself, so I talk about issues that are important to me, right? Because it's still allowing people into what I believe in, but it's not directly related to my life.
At a certain, because we do especially when we put specials out, you got to go on these press tours and they're like, tell us about this new hour. You're like, it's a bunch of jokes. Lasts an hour.
Hard.
You like farts? There's a lot of fart talk.
Tell us about the dynamics between the characters. It's like, I don't know.
Well, I'm the daughter, so it's my mom. And so I'm like, hey,
I play the wife.
Yeah.
She's southern, and I'll just start making up shit sometimes to keep it interesting. Like when I was doing the Insatiable press tour, and the Lauren Gustis.
Oh, I loved you in that. BT Dubs.
Lauren Gustis, who is our showrunner, who's just this amazing woman. She came on the press tour with us in New York, and I actually in one of my interviews said that Cora Lee, which is this very southern character that I play, was a Trump supporter.
Mm-hmm.
She fucking went ballistic.
Really?
And the character's not a Trump supporter. I just got so sick
got bored of
talking about her hair and her fake nails that I was like, okay, how can I make this interesting and sort of steer the conversation onto something substantial?
Yeah.
And so I brought that up, but she
I feel like who's Iron Man? What's his name? Robert Downey.
Yeah.
He fucks around in basically every interview,
I
right?
think a lot of actors fuck around in those
which is really fun. You
should.
can tell he's fucking around.
Yeah.
I also heard that because I was curious about
so thirsty. That's so parched. That's so thirsty.
For real actors, about how you deal doesn't ever,
real actors? Is that insinuating that I'm not?
You're a real actor. I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying we're not. We do bit parts and things, but you're a real actor. I'm saying when you're a real actor and another actor has a suggestion for you on set.
See, I like it.
You do like it?
You're so humble and nice.
Really?
No, I like it because I really like direction. Because I think when you've been doing it for as long as I have been doing it, you get really lazy and you get set in these patterns. And then sometimes, if a scene is more important for the other character and you're propelling their emotion, sometimes as an actor, you have to give them something to get a performance out of them. So I'd much rather an actor say to me, listen, can you come on a little stronger in that line so I could get to that place that I need to get to? Okay. And it's just helpful to have that communication.
Do you have that? Do you feel comfortable? I remember I did a movie last year where I wanted to say something, not because I'm I got this figured out, but I was and I felt very, hesitant to
It
ask.
depends on the situation.
It does.
And the actor. And I think that going in, who you have that kind of rapport with. I worked with De Niro in a scene, and I was I was so terrified.
Oh my God.
And I was terrified when I walked on. I was terrified when I woke up that morning.
Yes.
Of course.
And then I rehearsed it, and I played his nurse, and he looked up at me after rehearsal, and I kid you not, he looked at me and he said, "Is that how you're going to do it?"
Oh my God.
And he was joking, but there's no way I saw that as a joke.
No.
There's no fucking way. Even if he was like, I'm kidding. For 20 years, I would have still thought that he was serious. There's no way.
What did you do? Cry? What did you do?
I just did the fucking scene. The scene got cut out.
Oh, it did?
Oh.
Yeah. So apparently I really did suck. But terrifying.
Joey Diaz did a movie with De Niro, and he told me that one of the first moments on set, so he's meeting him, that he's Joey's in a seat and he's supposed to be reading a paper, and he looks up, and so they're just blocking it, going through it, and he says that as he looks up at him, the first time, they're not about to roll yet, De Niro just goes, "It's okay." It's all right. Because he knows
He
his
knows
effect.
it's that.
Hunter,
So
you've got to know.
he right away told him like, it's all right.
That's how I deal
And he
with
was
it.
Well,
like,
he did
okay.
not do that.
To you, he was like, are you a new actor?
Yeah. Like, are you really gonna do it that way?
He must
But
have
then
known that you're confident.
I went on a USO tour with him, like into the Middle East, and he could not have been kinder and warmer and more. It was just, it's us. It's not him. He just projects this amazingness, and it's so intimidating. So someone like that, I would walk onto the set, and I wouldn't have that kind of rapport.
Fuck no.
No, where I'd feel
I wouldn't
like,
be like,
I'm going to tell him
"Hey,
what
Bob."
I need to get through the scene.
Bob, fucking little.
But people that you work with for a long time,
Then
that
you
you're
can-
able
yeah,
to
yeah.
go like, dude, I can't get there. Can you help me out with this a little bit? I think it's nice.
Yeah.
I think that's good because it really does have to feel like, going back to that team sports thing that we were talking about in the beginning. It's a team.
Acting's.
It is a team.
It is a team.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not great.
I held
Wait,
up-
can I ask her questions?
Yeah, is it about so I didn't play this because you were
I know.
here.
I have so many things to ask.
Okay,
May I
ask.
please?
By the way, I tried to get her
God,
to
I'm
pick a
so
guy,
excited she's
to pick a cool guy.
Did you
She was
pick
like,
cool?
I will not play this
No,
game.
I
She was like,
know.
humanity will die. I will not hook up with
Humanity
anyone.
will die. It will cease to exist. Sorry.
God.
Not sorry.
Okay. So, forgive me, have you covered what age she started acting and all that crap?
Yes.
Well, how old were you? You were a baby.
I was my son's age. I was 7.
You covered all this, though.
We already did it.
Okay, I'll listen to it later. I won't bore you. Let's talk about the gram. I'm a huge fan of the gram.
You like Instagram?
I'm on that shit 24/7,
Really?
bro. And I don't know about you, but you should check out TikTok because it's the next frontier.
TikTok, the Bloomberg?
I don't know.
app.
It's an app.
Oh, it's an app.
Here, look at
Okay.
me though. Look at me, Alyssa.
No, not so much.
You don't need to check it out.
We'll
What
look
is
at
it?
those later. It's terrible. It's a place where people like sing and dance along to songs and stuff.
In like 10-second loops, and it's like
Yeah, it's like Vine for music. But I wanted to ask you this
you
because
don't need to see it.
I often get people who, I'm on a small scale, a public known person, and I get stuff like stupid bitch, stupid fucking cunt. And I'm like, what do people do who are actual celebrities? And you take a lot of risks on your Instagram in terms of you're very opinionated. You stand out, you stand up. I mean, how
much of it do you digest? You know what I mean?
How do you deal with
the
backlash?
like, you dumb fucking like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of people out there sending you, I'm sure, hateful
I
shit.
think that this goes back to what I was saying about at 15 years old having an experience that enabled
That's right.
me to use my platform in a way that was substantial. But I got so much backlash at that time
that you built
that
up.
to me, it's not even building up a wall. It's just acknowledging or knowing at a young age that if you're going to have an opinion about something, people are going to disagree with it and people are going to be fucking pissed. So it doesn't bother me. My husband's always like, I don't know how it doesn't bother you.
Yeah.
And he actually trolls my trolls.
He does?
Which if you ever
That's what he
see,
does,
if
too.
you ever see Dee Bugliari commenting on any of my Instagram,
Yeah.
that's my husband being like, yeah, he's very protective. But
Of course.
I feel like it's almost, it feels like I'm winning when they do that.
Oh,
like it's resonating in a
interesting.
way that they're so irate that they have to.
Does it ever irk
That's
you?
true.
You know what I mean? Like when
It pisses me off when they bring my kids into it.
yeah, of course.
That it
That you,
definitely
you would think
pisses
that
me
should be
off.
out of bounds. Yeah.
But otherwise, it's it
You're-
just
you're-
comes along
yeah.
with the territory,
Right.
And it's I'm pretty secure in who I am at this point. I worked very hard to get to the point that I'm at right now. I like who I am, so I sort of look at it like you're not going to hurt me. Like I fought really hard to get to this place. Personally, like
That's so interesting.
soulfully.
What was your journey? Like, what have you been doing?
I mean, it's, I think like everyone's journey, you're on this trajectory and you try to take lessons when they come and grow and evolve. You make mistakes. I have anxiety disorder and have my entire life. I have generalized anxiety disorder with panic attacks.
Oh.
I have GAD.
Do you ever feel
too.
like
Yeah.
you ever feel like you're like this outspoken activist that one day you might end up going too far as this person and end up like this lady on the screen?
And they go to the doctor and he says, I know what you've been doing, young lady. You had chlamydia of the throat.
Oh my God.
Did your mommy tell you
Is that a fear?
I'll be honest. Yeah. Definitely for my parents.
It would be so crazy to be walking through a park and be like, is that Alyssa Milano? Right? And she's just like ranting and raving about chlamydia of the throat.
Oh, God. I hear it happens.
I feel like we made fun of enough men. It is time to highlight some superstar women.
Right. We'll get my TikToks on deck.
Jesus Christ.
I'm listening about her personal journey.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Anyway, a lot of therapy,
Yeah,
a
me
lot
too.
of like
Huge
figuring
person.
it out, a lot
Yeah.
of talking, really supportive family, friends, husband.
Before we forget, you also have a new podcast.
Yes.
That's out. Tell
I
us
do.
about it.
It's called Sorry Not Sorry. And it's basically an extension of my platform. And that's why it made sense to me.
Love it.
And it's
You bring guests on? Or are you alone?
we bring guests on, but also we take sound bites from, much like you do.
Same type of sound bites?
No, very, very different sound bites. Sound bites from historical speeches and news reports that kind of give us an idea of how we got to where we are right now based on the topics. And we also highlight awesome grassroots activists throughout the country because really they're making the magic happen, and they don't get any recognition at all. So I'm really proud of it.
You're passionate about it.
Yeah,
too.
I love it. I
That's
love
great.
it. It's my most favorite job right now besides being Milo and Bella's mommy.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's cute.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. You guys have to come on.
For
Love to.
sure.
We
Love
can
to.
talk about...
I know.
That's the right way to do it. That's perfect. Yeah. You want to see some backlash. wait
I
till
don't
that
know.
episode drops.
I have a mom podcast where I talk about
You
taking
do?
a dump and breastfeeding at the same time. Have you done that?
I've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come
Where
on
my
the
mom's
show.
at. It's her
Where my
new one.
mom's at.
Yeah,
It's a new
that's
show.
awesome.
You should come on.
I would love to come on. I have some great
Okay.
stories.
Book
Do
her,
it, do it.
book her,
She wants-
Ninja.
she wants to
Book. Okay, so this is my TikTok curation. I
Okay.
curate these in my free time, which isn't much, but I'm
Okay,
pretty dedicated.
let me tell Alyssa something. I am in bed with this woman to my left at night.
Yes.
And I just hear this shit. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Because I'm like watching
So
TV.
what are you doing at
I'm
this
watching
time?
TV.
What are you watching?
I'm watching
Murder,
Netflix.
murder
I'm watching,
shows.
Right.
documentaries.
Right, like prison.
Car
Yeah,
videos.
my husband does
Violent,
that too.
vulgar.
Exactly.
Like, do you
Stuff-
watch that weird cabin renovation show that's
No.
on?
I
Oh
don't watch
no!
that one.
He watches either fights. He likes to watch people fighting at Disneyland, or murder, serial
Right.
killers.
I watch documentaries.
And it's always killing women. It's always, killing
yeah.
the wife. The wife of the mother of two is dead. It's
Right.
I'm like, could you not? The blonde mom,
Poisoned.
with the purple nips. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you saying?
So while I'm watching a highly produced show or documentary,
Yeah.
I get to hear this bullshit in the background. She's like, just putting together my TikToks. And it's always like,
Wait.
curate them.
You curate them? Like,
Yeah.
is that an option in the app to
No,
curate
I've
them?
invented this myself. So
Yeah.
funny you should ask, Alyssa. What I like to do,
Tell
because
me.
I'm on the gram, I go to TikTok and I find my faves, and then I send them to my stories and Instagram, and then I archive my stories so that people can enjoy them further. At the Christina P, you can enjoy all of
once
these TikToks
again,
on my archive.
the skepticism I see in your eyes is spot on. Okay.
Wait, are you an investor in TikTok?
I wish. I wish.
An angel investor?
She has all the right questions.
How come an angel investor? This is just.
I don't know what this is, by the way,
You know
but
what-
it looks like it's not going to
You
be
know
good.
what's so funny, Tom, is that when we have like non-comedian people like who aren't derelicts and
Yeah.
scumbags, like they really have normal thoughts.
Yeah, they do.
And it highlights it. Like when normal people come in, I'm like, oh, we're savage. Okay, go ahead. This lady I found.
Where if I give one more comment saying that I'm obsessed, psycho, or look like Dwight from The Office, your ass is gonna get blocked. You hear me? You will be blocked. You're nothing but a bulkheadess. To put it bluntly, a weed.
Okay.
You think of those harsh words?
This is what I get to hear. Are you ready to go to bed, babe? Hold on.
There's got to be better ones than that, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is just the beginning.
This is
when your dad buys the croissants instead of the biscuit ones. Listen here, I'm not British, you fucking twat. I want my fucking biscuits. I don't want no bagel croissant, you fucking knob.
I kind of like that though. That one's actually quite
I
funny.
Thirst. It's not that I'm horny all the time. It's just that you are always so fucking sexy.
He likes to wear the vampire teeth, this guy. He's always doing like S&M themed
What do you think, Alyssa?
I'm just confused. I don't understand. But is this like a social network? You said it had to do with music.
Yeah, so normally we can't hear the ones with music because it'll get flagged on YouTube. So it's
Right.
people like doing the flossing dance. It's usually nice
Or
people doing dances.
they'll lip sync, so like a popular song will play and they'll go they'll mouth along to it and do like a little thing.
That's that's how most users use TikTok.
But Christina's found the lane that doesn't.
I go down the path less taken, if you will. The path less chosen. Oh.
I live my life by a simple credo. You stand behind me, I'll protect you. You stand beside me, I respect you. You stand against me, I'll end you.
Oof.
There
Was that
you go.
scary?
Seems like
Is that scary? What did you think of his acting?
We found our topic for our appearance on Sorry Not
I'm
Sorry.
excited. So wait, I have a question. Can we go back to that other one? Is he dubbing his own voice?
No.
So that's the lip syncing bit.
But sometimes they lip sync
other people,
audio from movies, from television
Got
shows,
it.
from
Right.
speeches.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a very.
I've never felt older in my life, by the way.
I know. But we're cool moms, you know what I mean? You got to keep up with what the kids are doing.
So, I mean, are celebrities on this platform?
Some. We could consider that guy from Nova Scotia. That guy, he's
Nope.
on there.
To answer your question, no.
No celebrities. You could be the first. You could really start a revolution.
What if I started lip syncing like speeches?
Oh my God, that would
do
be
that.
Historic speeches.
I would like to see you in this. Maybe some makeup and some
Yeah.
vape,
Vape.
smoke, doing something really off the wall.
So what do you do for your anxiety?
Oh, Lexapro 10 milligrams.
Oh, awesome.
It really
CBD
helps.
oil.
CBD oil.
That changed my life.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah.
Literally changed my life.
But the Lexapro really helps.
Yeah. See, I'm on an antidepressant. I'm on a SNRI. I'm on
What's that?
a Fexer.
Oh.
It's just a different intake thing.
And that works for you. You feel like
Yes.
that helps. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, it helps, and thank God for it.
Yeah. Are you still in therapy?
I am still in therapy.
Me too. I go every
Have
week.
you done somatic therapy?
I've heard of this. I'd like to.
It's really interesting. So this doctor that sort of formulated it would watch animals in the wild and notice that animals are in a state of fight or flight basically all day long, fighting for
geez.
their food, right? But they don't obviously have anxiety. But if you look at an animal after it does one of these hunting, whatever, or is hunted, they do this sort of shake or they thump their leg. And what the doctor thinks that is a nervous system reboot.
You've seen dogs do that,
Yeah,
right? They shake it off,
exactly.
literally like Taylor
They
Swift.
shake it off.
Shake it off.
Exactly.
Shake it off. You like that song?
I do.
Yeah,
Thank
I do.
you.
I like Tay-Tay.
It's good. Tay-Tay. But Bella loves Tay-Tay.
Okay.
But so it's sort of a form of physical therapy plus talk therapy.
I'm into it. Do you know somebody? Let's
I
talk
do.
about it off
I will.
mic. Yeah.
Okay.
I love this.
So
Oh, hey, you're still here.
I'm still here. Just
Me and my new BFF just talking
burden of a
therapy.
man. So
it's like your worst nightmare.
When are white guys gonna get a break?
okay.
Oh, it's so true.
Oh, it's so hard being me. So
What's the okay? Because I know you did Charmed. You've done a million amazing things. What? I'm so many stupid questions.
I like it.
How cool was the lady who played Mona? I feel like she was cool.
Catherine Hellman. She was
She's
amazing.
gone.
She's gone now. But she lived a very long life. She gave me the first ring that her husband of 50 years ever
What?
gave her.
What?
Because she didn't have a daughter. And she gave it to me for my 16th birthday.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
That's very sweet.
Amazing.
how amazing.
Super. And Judith's amazing too.
Did you
Tony's
sell it?
amazing.
Seems nice. I follow her on the gram as well.
Did you keep it?
And
Did you
Danny
sell it?
Pintaro.
No, I
follow
did
him.
not sell it. It's such a weird question.
Well, because she's not around anymore.
How much
By
you
the
get
way,
for it?
he was like so much different before you came along.
Was
by
he
the
nice?
way.
Was he a
How was that?
gentleman?
He was, he was a lot like you've opened him up to just be himself.
What was I like?
No offense.
No, I'm not taking offense.
No.
Yeah.
Did they? Because when a normal pretty lady walks in, did all the gentlemen kind of sit straighter and act like, oh my god?
Wait, I want to know, what was I like differently?
You're a lot more chatty.
I was?
I see the dynamic that's going on here.
What's the dynamic? Tell us.
I mean, I think that you probably wear the pants in the family.
No. Never. Actually, no. I live in constant fear of Tom's disapproval.
That's true.
I do. I live to please him. I'm like, are you okay? Don't be mad at me. I'm
That's true.
fucking angry.
I could tell. You
so
seem like that
codependent.
type.
Oh, so codependent. Yeah. He's normal. I'm not.
These are all truths.
Truths.
Yes.
What else? Tell me another
Oh my God,
truth.
so many. Wait, can I ask you more stupid
Yeah, of
questions?
course.
Prepare the clip, Native.
It's here.
You know the clip I'm
That's right.
talking
We're
about.
prepped.
Do you remember?
Teen's theme.
Yeah.
You gotta let it out.
You gotta.
She
I mean,
brought
you
it
do.
up.
Can we please talk
When
about
we-
Teen's
when you
Theme?
Yeah,
were-
let's talk about it.
I
I'd love
love
to talk
it.
about it.
When you were booked, this was the first thing. She was like, we gotta get Teen's Theme.
So, okay, so this is also somewhat political. I know that sounds crazy.
Really?
But this was the time when they were cutting PE out of public schools
Oh.
and physical education.
That's right.
And just when the child obesity rate started going up.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, this is so ridiculous, because I didn't go to regular school. I didn't play on sports teams. I didn't have a PE instructor. So I used to train with like a private instructor that was very much like Jane Fonda. Because you know the Jane Fonda workout videos.
Of course, huge.
So that was where this came from. It was an idea that I said, you know, why don't we do a workout video for kids, since, you know, the obesity levels going up and the funding for PE is being cut. So that's where this came from.
This was your idea to do this?
Yes.
Really?
Brilliant.
Yes.
Now let me tell you though, when she did this wasn't like every actress was doing this stuff.
No, it
So
was
when-
Jane Fonda.
Yeah, and Alyssa Milano.
And that was it.
I mean, when this came out, everybody was like, "What?" First of all the boys were like, "Oh my God, Alyssa Milano is so hot." But this was crazy. Can we play a little bit of it? I just want to do. What do you feel when you see it? I love your hair. I love your hair.
My
Look
dad
how
wrote that
cute.
song.
No.
And that's my real brother.
What?
It is?
Yep.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Is he an
That's
actor
my little
too?
brother. No, he's a music editor for films. He just had a baby too. We're 10 years apart. But yeah, so
And you're like,
it really was driving me insane. So much pressure.
I love
This is a
it.
fucking
Oh wait,
jam.
I remember this. Yeah, this is like the industrial.
Yeah.
but this
now
is
you're
ended
gonna
up being
dance.
about like, hey, let's move. Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the,
You gotta
Like
dance.
if you don't move.
yeah.
I love it.
I mean, these
so
moves
much.
were like the floss.
Yeah.
Of this.
Yeah. Look how cute you were. How do you feel about your hair? Don't you love your hair back here?
I mean,
I tried doing that so much. I never worked for
Every girl tried to
because
do
you had
that.
naturally
Hairspray.
curly hair, and I could never get my hair. Did you perm your hair?
Well, I had permed my hair, but I also
it.
had naturally curly hair. So it was like that weird kinky curl.
Yes.
And then I had some hairdressers say, you know, I could control the curl by perming it. But it was, that was just the look. I used to bend over and spray hairspray in my hair with the blow dryer and then flip up. And that's how I got my bangs.
Do you realize I've been waiting my whole life to hear
that?
this? Like I tried doing this shit.
Oh, I just realized I've been waiting 15 years to tell you. There's a guy who used to be called the Joke Machine.
Yeah.
And I would see him at like open mics and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
And his like one of his signature, I don't know if he's still out there. I haven't seen him in years. The Joke Machine would go, so I was at a Bruce Springsteen concert the other day and I'm watching Bruce and I look over and who's standing next to me but Tony Danza. So I look at Bruce and I look at Tony and I'm thinking, who's the boss?
Come on.
So stupid.
It's so great. It's so dumb. I love that joke so much.
You can tell that one on your own.
You can tell that one at
Thank you.
Tony.
I'm
when
going to
you
use
see
that
him.
one.
Yeah.
I used to see Tony Danza at the Balboa Park. He was always playing baseball with his kids.
Softball, yeah.
Yeah, softball, yeah. He seemed nice.
He's very sweet.
Normal.
Very normal. Checks in all the time.
Oh.
Send him pictures.
What
of
about
my
those
kids.
bitches from Charmed? Are they all gels?
They're not all bitches.
I'm just kidding. I know.
They're not all
Totally
bitches.
kidding. I don't
I have
think
such.
they're bitches
I have
at
such
all.
that show
I'm
was
just
such an
kidding.
amazing, beautiful experience.
Oh,
Really?
good.
And yeah, and we're just like fucked up family members.
Good.
Who's the worst person you've worked with?
Yeah, tell us.
Who's the worst person I've worked with? Well, I mean, Harvey Weinstein produced Project Runway All Stars. That's pretty bad.
Give him a shot. Give him a chance. You know?
It's so nasty.
He was, yeah.
Did he like, was he creepy to you?
He was never creepy to me.
It's weird. God. It's interesting when you hear the stories about who he was, like, maybe he knew with certain people.
I'm also very good friends with his ex-wife, so that could have had something to do with it.
Probably.
Yeah, Georgina Chapman is just an amazing woman. So I would say him for sure.
And of all the shows you've done, I always admire actors because it seems so hard to say other people's words. At least I'm not very good at. What's the corniest line you've had to deliver? And you have to really sell that.
The power of 3 will set you free.
Oh, no.
The power of 3 will set you free. The power of 3 will set... It wasn't just once. We had to chant it over and over again. The power of 3 will set you free. With wind machines and smoke.
And how do you take yourself to a place to be like, I need to really believe it? Like, you know what I mean? Like
the great part about doing that show is that we never took ourselves seriously, even while saying those lines.
Yeah.
Because it was literally like, it was either like that, or we were making weird potions, or we were doing green screen acting to nothing.
Oh, it's got to be so hard. We were just talking about that. The green screen acting.
We'd have like a director off to the side being like, okay, the demon is running after you. He's running. You're scared. He throws a fireball and you duck, and we'd be like, and we'd duck and and then we'd have to go into ADR and do voiceover stuff to the picture. So we'd be in like a sound booth going like, no, duck, and making all these sounds, or it was, you couldn't take yourself too seriously.
No.
It was fun
and look cute because all three of you look
light, lipstick, and
girl.
greatest hairstyles.
Yes,
and we had the best time.
Looking cute and doing all that's got to be you. That's a skill too, right? To know where the camera.
For 3 weeks when that show ended, I did not get out of bed for 3 weeks straight.
We had such a good run.
How long was the run?
How long
8 years.
Damn.
But it was those formative years too. It was like mid-20s to early 30s. And Who's the Boss went for 8 years too, but I was so ready. I was like, okay, it's
So you
time.
started that when you were 7?
I started Who's the Boss. We shot the pilot when I was 10, and the first season went when I was 11. 11 to 19.
My gosh.
Do you imagine doing anything from 11 to 19,
No.
the same thing every day, same people?
No, because that would have been like middle school through high school into college, starting
into
college.
graduation.
And doing puberty on camera, which had to have been
good times.
Yeah. And back then thank God there wasn't the internet, but there was like the Big Bopper magazine or whatever.
I had to let it out.
Yeah.
A bunch of cool guys were probably watching you in those days, making cool videos, like the nipple pinch guy. And
did you get a lot of fan mail?
Let's talk about that for a while. Let's talk about those guys.
Did you get the bags of fan mail, or did they shield you from all of
No,
that?
I did. I did. I mean, they went through them. My parents always went through them first.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's probably necessary.
I wish they could go through my tweets. My parents just get rid of certain tweets. Would be great. It would be so good.
Well, look, we have to wrap up here in a moment. We had so much fun before Christina got here, but it was a blast before she got here. But I want to remind people that your new podcast, Sorry Not Sorry, is available wherever you listen to podcasts, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, everywhere.
When does it start?
It started
6
a
weeks
few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Hope you love it.
Yes.
Alyssa wanted to remind you that towels could have AIDS in them.
Towels can have AIDS.
And
Is that her message?
she was she led with that. You missed it.
Gosh,
And,
so bizarre. I don't see her.
No, that was Pat Robertson. My bad.
Oh.
Same thing.
You can follow her on her widely successful, popular platforms on Twitter, Instagram,
Facebook.
All at Alyssa Milano.
Different versions of that.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, on Instagram, I had to do Milano_Alyssa because Alyssa Milano was actually taken.
Like a fan page thing or something?
I don't.
Can we talk about the breastfeeding peg on the gram before we go?
Sure.
Which one?
Well, I mean, the first one, the bomb heard around the world. I remember I was like, oh, that's so brave. I love it. But you got a lot of shit for that. Yeah?
I did.
Which is great. But now you've normalized it.
I
now
hope so.
Women are doing it.
So.
You started the trend.
And you know what I do in public? Like if I see someone breastfeeding in public, I go over and thank them.
Oh, I love it.
Because I want my daughter to live in a world where that's normal. That
it is normal.
A normal thing,
Yeah.
right? We've gotten so far away from the village mentality of raising kids where we see that. I just want her to know that that's the way you feed an infant if you can. If not, no big deal.
What? It's only manners, okay? It's only manners.
It's Rocco Siffredi. It's a porn star.
I mean, we're having fun here. God.
Anyways, thanks for coming. I hope you come back one day.
I would love to.
Yeah, if you could do another.
Where my mom's at.
Maybe if you could let us finish a podcast sometime, we will. So, Alyssa Milano, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for
having me. We had a great
me.
time with
this
you.
This is so fun. Thank you.
Thank
you so much.
See you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Guy blows crack smoke into someone's ass?
Yeah. Yeah. I would look for that one. It's pretty great.
It's in your beehole.
I would look for that one. It's pretty great. Pretty great. Pretty great.
Guy blows crack smoke into someone's ass?
Yeah. Will you smoke crack and blow the smoke up my ass?
I bet you can get high that way. It's in your beehole.
Pretty great.
It's in your beehole. To blow crack smoke into some other guy's butt?
I would do it. I would try it.
Try it out, man. Try it out.
I would try it. Pretty great.
To blow crack smoke into some other guy's butt?
I would do it. I would try it.
I'm looking for hardcore guys that mean it and want to do it.
I would do it. I would try it.
I'm looking for hardcore guys that mean it and want to do it.
I would do it. I would try it.
To blow crack smoke into some other guy's butt?
Try it out, man.
I would do it.
To blow crack smoke into some other guy's butt?
I would try it.
Hi, Mommy. Thanks, Jeans. Thank you for watching this episode of Your Mom's House. And if you had a great time, watch more videos here. And don't forget to subscribe here, so that you will know when a Your Mom's House video comes out immediately. Thanks, Jeans.